Hey everyone, Data here, and you might be wondering why is there a 3-hour upload of a franchise mode series this afternoon? Well, what happened was, during the weekly stream of our live franchise mode series with our expansion San Francisco Starfleet squad, I was dealing with a ton of power outages, which ended up cutting the episode into 6 separate videos. So, to make it easier for anyone who's following the series, I decided to delete those 6 live streams and put them into one big upload. So, apologies for yet another notification for this episode, which is the new recipe. But without further ado, please enjoy episode number 16 of our San Francisco Starfleet series as we enter the 2027-28 season, which is year number 5. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. Year number 5 here in San Francisco, 2027-28. We are coming off of our first Stanley Cup championship in franchise history. In year number 4, we went 44-33-5. We squeaked into the playoffs as a wild card team. No problem. Get that truck simulator going, Nathan. Thank you for being here all the same. Then in the postseason, we swept the 3-game series 2 out of 3 against Vegas. In the first round, we faced Tyler Toffoli and the Winnipeg Jets, the second best team in the NHL. We took them down in a 7-game series. Then we beat the Lightning in 6, our rivals, the Islanders, in 4, and in the Stanley Cup final, we beat the Bruins in 5 to go 18-6 over the entire postseason. McIntyre won the Rocket Richard, Panarin won the Conn Smythe Trophy, and the rest is history. You're right, you're right, Jack. I'll see you at the memorial tomorrow morning. So things looked great. We had an off-season that wasn't too busy. It was more growth than anything. We're trying some new recipes here, as the title and the description will show, as the thumbnail will show. Neelix working hard in the kitchen on the USS Voyager. So when I say growth, I mean 2 main players. For the forwards, that's Consta Hellenius, who we drafted 25th overall in 2024. He spent just one season in the AHL. Last year, 66 points in the AHL, so looking really good. 44 points in 56 games in Liga the year before. So Hellenius will try to get some growth out of him. He'll be on the third line. And another player who saw a lot of growth was Cole Hudson. Cole Hudson was our 13th overall pick in 2024 as well. Down in the AHL last season, 54 points in 75 games. He had a 9-game trial with us at the beginning of last year. We said, let's give him time in the AHL instead, and it looks like it worked out because he's up to an 85 overall. We're going to try and work it out with the ice time, where we're going to be giving him the run of power play unit number 1. So that's kind of how we're going to balance it out, because our first pair is Girard and Guliev this year. Guliev getting a big bump. We're going to see how he does. McIntyre, the game will give, but if it's not giving enough, then I'm fully on board with you, Caleb. Fully on board after winning that Rocket. Yeah, we'll give it some time, but if he's going to keep winning Rockets and not get X Factors, then yeah. So Guliev in his rookie season last year, 33 points for the rookie defenseman. That was amazing. So we're going to try him probably, actually, you know what, now that I say it, I know we can't do that because we can't have American on the second pair. If you didn't know, the challenge of this franchise mode, Welcome Joe, is that you can't have more of the same nationality. You can't have more than one of the same nationality on a deep pairing or a line. I'm partial to a Girard move if Hudson kills it. Yeah, you're right. We're going to see how he does there and go from there. We'll see how he does and go from there. Thank you, Andrew. So we're going to have Gerard Pesce, +3. They've been together for a while now. Guliev and Ramirez with the +3 as well on the second pair. So instead of +2 in the first pair, he'll get +3 on the second pair. And the third pair will be Hudson and Romanov. Then goaltending, we saw a lot of growth as well from Sebastian Cossa. We picked him up last season towards the deadline. He went 5-4 in the last 9 games that he played in the regular season. In the playoffs, he was pretty solid, 4-3 with a shutout, 904 save percentage. He was an 82. Now he's up to an 85, so we're going to give him a chance this season. Forsberg was incredible. He was, I'd say, one of the main reasons that we got the Stanley Cup. He went 14-3 with 1 shutout, 913 save percentage. So Anton Forsberg will be turned to if and need be. But we want to try and see if Cossa can be the starter since he is 10 years younger, right? Jensen McKenzie, what if you put Hudson with Girard? We could, but actually I don't think it helps. I think the chemistry takes a big hit with 2 offensive defensemen. I think it's a 0. Because Cole Hudson doesn't have a good fit on the first pair, really. Guliev had a better fit, even though he's an offensive defenseman. So yeah, it would be a 0. I'd prefer to keep the chemistry like this. I'm Sean Avery says, at this point we should combine forwards and defense lines also, or try to do so. So no two players of the same country on either forward or defense line. I hear what you're saying. That would be pretty tough though, because it's one, we have three Americans on defense, but the same thing what happens on the fourth line. Like those three defensive pairs, and so it's a roll all pairs ice time allocation. Those three pairs are playing with all four lines, so it almost has to be just one nationality for the entire team at that point. But I see the argument that you make there. So for the power play, we're thinking that the lines will probably look something like this. Gerard, Panarin, Lindholm, McIntyre, and Hudson on the first unit with a +5. Second unit would be Moore, Lysell, Perfetti, Fiala, and Guliev, and we'll go from there. We want to definitely see some growth from Hellenius as much as possible. Just recapping the lineup again, Panarin, McIntyre, Lindholm will start like this with a +5. Second line, Moore, Perfetti, Fiala. I know we were thinking about looking at a one-year deal on Nikita Kucherov in free agency, but that would have meant bumping down Trevor Moore to the third line. And yes, on paper, he's an 86 overall 32-year-old. It shouldn't be a big deal to bump him down. But the thing is, he has been one of our longest-serving players, and he just scored 31 points in 24 games on our road to the Stanley Cup. I don't know if it will make a lot of sense after that to bump him down to third-line minutes. So hopefully he can continue the pace that he's been on, but we want to do right by him, and hopefully the team can still perform. Maybe when Marchand, Emelin graduate. Yes, that's true. We have those other nationalities involved. Pesce or Romanov have to play first pair. We could move Pesce down. Pesce could be swapped with Romanov or Ramirez even. But Gerard and Pesce, the way that Gerard has worked in recent history has been good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. So 80, 58. 70, 54. So I'm hoping that Gerard can bounce back to that 60, 70 plus range this season. So yeah, that being said, this will be our lineup to start the year. We'll see what happens in the preseason. So that's the second line, Kevin Fiala, who we picked up at the halfway point. He'll get his first full season as a Starfleet officer this year. Signed on for one more year after this one, so for 2 seasons. Cole Perfetti, 89 overall. He saw some growth after his first full season. It was a career year with Starfleet. On the third line, Fabian Lysell. We've had him for a little bit now. It will be his third full season. He scored 37 points, 47 points. So he's been growing okay despite the overall kind of being stuck at 82. Owen Beck, Bizou, Owen Beck has been fourth line, so he'll get a chance on the third line. And like we said, Hellenius. Fourth line, Cunnin, Otto Stenberg, one of our prospects. We got him from the St. Louis Blues. He will be fourth line. We'll try that again. Apologies for that. Heavy winds, a bit of, I suppose maybe some Wi-Fi trouble there. I'm not sure what. Everything seems to be okay on my end, but it just cut out. Not a PlayStation issue, just more of a connection issue, it sounds like. And here we go. So there's the lineup. We'll see what happens from there. Special teams, power play we won't touch just yet. Penalty kill. Penalty kill. We didn't think about penalty kill last episode. Maybe we'll get... I'll show you the AHL in a moment. Lindholm better face-offs. No, Perfetti should be as a centerman. McIntyre... Maybe McIntyre here. Then Perfetti here. Beck can be on the third unit. Cunnin's going to come off. What good defensive forwards do we have? We sort by defense. Defensive forwards. Panarin has 5-star defense? Really? With the awareness and the stick checking. Should we put him out there? I guess we should. Oh, actually, no. Fiala has to be on one of the units as well. He was really good. Only way we move more would be for a rare country, meaning no USA, Canada, Sweden, Finland, or Russia. Need Bulgaria or something like that. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, Stenberg will get penalty kill. Let's give Fiala one of them. I remember Fiala being really good. Avery can get penalty kill, I suppose. Who's on the third unit? Do we want Beck out there? I'd say we got to give him some ice time there. So Beck can play with Stenberg, I guess. Is that too weak of a third pair? And they're 2 offensive defensemen. Is that going to be Ish or maybe Romanov? No, Romanov needs a little bit of ice time too. Is that third unit just too weak? Ramirez and Gerard. Okay, let's get Gerard off the top one. Let's go Ramirez and Romanov. Hey, no chemistry. Penalty kill is really hard for us. Okay, Ramirez, Pesce, Lindholm, McIntyre on the first unit. Perfetti, Fiala, Romanov, Gerard +3, okay. And third unit, I guess, Beck, Stenberg, Hudson, Guliev. Okay, we'll see. Lindholm here. Beck, no. Okay, can't put Beck here. Here's me Perfetti. -1, whatever. Kind of no. Here can be McIntyre. It's a bit ugly, but yeah. Extra lines, Lindholm, Panarin, Girard, Pesci. No, we'll go Girard, Guliev. Yeah. Girard, Guliev for the 4-on-4. Perfetti, Fiala, Hudson, Romanov. That works for me. And third... Unless we want McIntyre with Perfetti. It's only 4-on-5. I'm not going to break my head over 4-on-4 lines. Okay. 3-on-3. So in overtime, we're going to go... Hey, YouTube trying to make me take a break. Can I not just open my own comments, please? Okay, we're going to go... What's Pesci doing on the first unit here? Girard's going to be on the first 3-on-3. Maybe. Could be. Yeah, we'll keep note of that crazy. The top 6 is going to move around a lot. I'm going to say let's go McIntyre, Panarin in overtime. Goal scoring and playmaking. As much as we love Lindholm. Lindholm can center the second unit with Panarin. No, Panarin's on the first, sorry. And then here would be... Let's go Hudson. Hudson with Lindholm and Fiala. And the third can be Perfetti with a scorer. And that would be... Do we give Hellenius some ice time here? I don't know. Tough call here. Because you have Panarin, McIntyre, Lindholm, Fiala, and then that's the top 6. I don't know if I want 2 playmakers out there, though. Morley, yeah, only had 10 goals this past year. No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to put more. I'm gonna put Hellenius. Let's go crazy. I'm gonna put Hellenius in overtime. Let's see how he does. I know he's a playmaker, but last year he scored a lot of goals, didn't he? Oh, actually, no, he's more of a playmaker too. Wouldn't be bad for the ice time, though. That's the thing. Okay, let's give Hellenius some ice time. It's just the start of the season. We'll see where it goes from there. Guliev can be on the third unit, and there you go. Okay. Extra attacker, Panarin, Lindholm. Now it should be McIntyre, Panarin probably. Mr. 56 goals last year. And shootout, let's go by shooting accuracy, 89-89, 88-90, ooh, 94-94. Panarin has a lot too, right? Yeah, 94-95 even. So Panarin, McIntyre. I'll give you the coach, Ryan Goalie, our coach. 89-89, 88-90, 88-90. That should be fine. Anyone better than 88-90? Let me sort by shooting. Yeah, Lindholm is not old. Lindholm is 32. Yeah, 32. Both he and Moore are 32. Okay, so thanks for bearing with me. Down in the AHL, you were asking about who's in the system. Ryan Suzuki, if you still count him in the system, I don't know. Mika Haikila, he was our 16th overall pick in 2025. He's a sniper with 4-star shooting. We want to get him onto the first line for sure. Anybody work with him on the first line? Or do we want to keep him on the second line getting chemistry? Probably give him the ice time instead. So Haikila can play with Suzuki and Kisakov. Christian Knight's another one of our draft picks with Douglas and McKeown. Actually, we want Emelin up here too. Can Emelin go here? Of course, he kills it. Kills the chemistry. He's a good third-line fit. There has to be someone who fits well, though. Take out McKeown. Okay, Douglas can go there, maybe? Yeah, Emelin's got to go top 6. There you go. So Emelin can play with Douglas, Curtis Douglas. 80 faceoffs. I want Emelin's faceoffs to develop a bit more. Zach Parise, you got a 4th line, buddy. Sereda, low top 6 Sereda. We'll get 3rd line. Primo, McKeown, Kaminsky. Danielson's a defenseman. Yeah, we have some players. We have some players getting signed, I believe, if I remember correctly. And Mugli getting top pair as well. Yeah, we have some players coming in, if I remember right. So actually, I shouldn't be touching. And there's Mikola, our high elite goalie. I shouldn't be touching the AHL. We'll have some players coming in. Double power play, yeah? Maybe a little double power play for Haikila then. Okay, so that being said, I think we have what we need, but I'll just go ahead and quickly look at the comments. Andrew saying, let's just quickly take a moment and reminisce, and Rubric will be a pro next year, true, yes. About the 2024 draft class. McIntyre and Ramirez have already contributed to a cup. Now Hudson and Hellenius are joining the lineup. Mugli top pair AHL. Sereda was a lottery ticket that I don't think panned out. Hey, he's in the AHL, but worth a shot for a French player. I forgot that he's French, so hopefully he can do something. 3rd line AHL. What a draft class. Edward leaving a comment in the last one saying, "Hi Data, love the vids. I think we need some leadership in the bottom six. I suggest Tavares or William Karlsson. Beck could go fourth line center and then Stenberg to the wing. This could also be something to do before the deadline, so no rush, of course." So I think definitely an idea towards the deadline. Veterans in the bottom six would be a good idea, depending on how things look closer to the deadline. Keep up with the great comment, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. Last comment coming in from Cheating Heel, who said that he would have gone hard after Nikita Kucherov. So we spoke about why we didn't, but I see the argument for it absolutely. Pesci and Ramirez are U.S. Got to be careful with that. Yes. Very good value at the draft. Great lock on the McIntyre contract. We're going to think about extensions right now. Crazy's prediction is 54, 23, and 5, by the way. This has been another good offseason. Now let's see if we can repeat. Here come the tears. So about Kucherov, I said it was hard to lay off Kucherov, and moving Lysell to open up a top 9 spot wouldn't have been a bad thing, but the bigger issue is finding a spot in the top 6. So I know that it could be argued that you could bump Moore down to the third line, but after such an incredible postseason, and would it make sense to bump a player who's been amazing for 4 years down in favor of a player who's never even played a game here for us yet? Granted, is Nikita Kucherov. So we probably could have found a storyline to make it work, but I just wanted to try and do right by Moore, and we'll see how it plays out, you know? Predictions for season opener, win by 3. Perfect. All right, Joe. All right, Slim, let's get a win for Slim here to start it off. We'll start just quickly by looking at the contracts. Did it lag? Yes, it did. Of course it did. We have +5s in that top 6. I'm very much looking forward to those. So looking at our contracts, we have a few extensions that we can think of. If I break out the calculator here, there we go. So, all expiring at the moment. Panarin, we want to wait on him. He can still regress. We don't know what's going to happen. We're going to wait on Artemi Panarin. Trevor Moore, same thing. We love him, but we're going to wait a little bit on giving him a big boy extension, especially with those numbers that he wants. 8-9 million for 1 or 2 years. Jalen Ramirez is an RFA. Same for Lysell, same for Guliev. So we could wait, but locking in a good number now is also a good thing. So Ramirez would take 3 years. And I wouldn't mind doing... I'd almost go 8 years just because of how defense work. Whether we keep him or not, going 8 years because of how difficult it is to get defense signed on later. But I think what makes more sense would be saying, let's do 3 years. And then when he's an RFA in 3 years still, then we do the big 8-year contract, essentially getting 11 years out of Ramirez as opposed to just 8 right now. So I think that makes the most sense. I don't think he'll grow very much from his overall. I think he'll be good, but I don't think he'll grow very much from this overall. So I think it would be an okay thing to do if we say, let's extend him down. Let's do the bridge, 3-year bridge. Okay, hold the tears, guys, yeah? Hold the tears. We're going to say 4.86. So let's say 4.95 for 3 years. 4.925 for 3 years on Jalen Ramirez. Little bridge deal for him. We still have about 30 million to play with. So Jalen Ramirez will get a little bit of a bridge. Fabian Lysell has been good, but his overall hasn't grown very much. I don't know if I want to do 1 year at 3.9 million. I think we're going to wait on Lysell, honestly. And Guliev, we can't offer him a contract right now. The wife is taking me to the gym. That's good. Is she trying to say something? Just kidding. I'll catch the rest of the episode later on. Caleb, enjoy. Have a great workout. Very happy to hear that you are taking care of the body. Now we also have Rubric unsigned. Keep it in mind for next season. 80 overall. He just scored 106 points in the OHL, 103 the year prior, so he's going to have a 5th year in the OHL. I know it feels crazy to not promote him right now, but if we did, it would mean that he probably has to play third line, which would mean that Owen Beck would have to go... Yeah, he wouldn't be able to have 2 Canadians there. So it's more just for the plan. Not that we don't believe in him and don't want him to be there, it's more for the plan. He's still listed as a depth forward. No, just for you, Slim. I won't. Just because of you and your whining. How about that? Take 3. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to do as many live streams as we have to do. We'll do 50 live streams tonight if we have to. Then what I'm going to do is download... I'm going to try and download... Am I allowed to do that on YouTube? Download the videos? And then I'll make it into one big video? Oh, okay, gotcha, Mila. That's what I'm going to do, everybody. I'm going to download these videos and upload it as a single video. So, I don't know how many it's going to have to be. I'll end up deleting the live streams. And I'll upload as many. I'll do whatever I have to do. Yeah, you think? Because it would only be 1 year, though, wouldn't it? And well, actually, let me double check what he wants longer term, though. We'll check what he wants longer term. So Ryan Goldie was a huge piece of our success last year. He turned things around for us, so we're going to keep relying on him and McCutcheon, our former Jack Adams winning coach. Excuse me. Oh boy, I wouldn't be surprised. It'll probably happen again with the internet, everybody. So thank you for your patience, and sorry that it keeps happening. Or we could trade Lysell and bring in Rubric. What does he want longer term? He wants into the 4 millions longer term. Again, though, we're moving out a known, which is Lysell. He's just, by all accounts, he should be on pace for a 50-point season. And we bring in Rubric, who's a rookie, an incredible rookie, but a rookie. I don't know. I like Lysell a lot. It's not like he's just a throwaway third-line guy who, or a dime a dozen. He just had a 47-point season, maybe on pace for something like 50. I'd say we probably wait on trading Lysell. I'd rather extend him and figure it out later. I just saw what Cheating Heel said. It's okay, I blame Slim. So do I. So if we extend Lysell, what do we do then? 1 year, keep him as an RFA? Or like 5 by 3 point something, you know? Lysell. Sell, says Joe. Sorry, so if he wants 4.2 for 4 years, we could bring him down to 3.75 probably. So 4 years at 3.75 on Fabian Lysell. Or do we go 5 years where he wants 4.4 and he would ask for 3 points. We could still do 5. We could do 5 years at the same price. Curse of the Pirates, huh? We could do 5 years at 3.75, or is that too long for a guy who wants to bet on himself being a perennial 50-point guy? Probably 4 years makes more sense from like an agent standpoint. 3.725, something like that for 4 years. So we don't need to commit to keeping Lysell, but we can go ahead and sign him and see what happens. Okay, Slim, we're trying to go into the DMs if you want to just copy paste about tears and crying and crying and tears and crying and tears and whining. Whew. This squeaky chair, man. This chair almost cries more than Slim. Okay, so any thoughts on the extension? I'm going to start going into the preseason. And if you have thoughts, I want to try and get more. Okay, here's what we're going to do, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up for right now. Let's go live let's take an hour and see what happens. I'm going to say let's come back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to come back in just a little under an hour. So Jalen Ramirez, he extends. That's great. We're going to get towards the first game of the preseason. Here we are. All right. So what I'm going to do now is go into the AHL lines. No, we're not going to lose it. We're going to come back. But we're going to come back in a little bit because I can't do 6 minutes at a time, right? It was 15, 20 maybe, but 6 minutes at a time, we can't do it. So we're going to come back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. In 52 minutes from now, we'll be live and try to continue. If we can't, we can't. So I'm going to take care of the AHL lines. We just signed some AHL players. And that's pretty much it. We'll pick up from here. We'll do the Lysell extension. We'll figure that out. And we'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern to continue on here. If you're watching this after it already happened, it's all just compiled into one episode. Well, lucky you. Hey, everybody. So we'll give it one last try. Welcome back to like the 5th try. Tough power outages on the island of Montreal, unfortunately. So where were we exactly? We were thinking about the Lysell extension. That's what we were thinking about. Yeah, the Fabian Lysell extension. That's what we were talking about. Yes. Fabian Lysell. With Lysell, we'll have over 30 million to spend since Ramirez signed on. He'd be asking for something in that 4 range at 4 years. So we'll see where we want to go from there. Jeremy, welcome to the stream, buddy. We'll see where we want to go from there. Okay, I'm just going to start doing it, and we'll see how far we get. So, Fabian Lysell, we're thinking about what we want to sign him for. He's been a 47-point guy last year, 3rd line, 2nd unit power play. Does he have much of a future on this team, though? Because we have Rubric coming up as as top 9 left winger next year. So someone in that top 9 has to leave next season. Is it Artemi Panarin? Is it Fabian Lysell? I don't know. But regardless, we might want to sign him on anyways. We were saying like 5 years at 3.7 something. Let me get the calculator back out here. Let me see here. Calculator, thank you. So 4.4, 85%, he'd be looking at 3.74. So yeah, 5 years at 3.85 maybe? 5 years at 3 point, is that too long on a player who might want to be betting on himself? Or is he going to say, hey, listen, I'm 24, I just had a good season, I want to lock in some value and get myself to 29, close to 30, as opposed to being in my late 20s, and maybe my next contract is 2-3 million. So do we want to do 4? Do we want to do 5 years? I'm going to say let's just go ahead. Let's go 5 years. He's enjoyed his time here. We're locking in a good value. We're giving him good money. Let's do 5 years of 3.85 and see what happens. Everybody else we're going to wait on. Because, well, wait. It's just Moore and Panarin pretty much. So we'll wait on those guys, and we'll get back in a moment. So, time for the preseason. We only have 4 games in the preseason. It won't be very long. We want to do a little bit of experimentation, and that includes giving some ice time to Oliver Kapanen, who's been in the AHL for a couple of years. He is a former second-round pick of the Canadiens in 2021, of course. Yes, I'm sorry that it didn't really work out tonight with your schedule being good, and you couldn't, and then the power's going out. I'm sorry about that, Sean. Crazy, you've been waiting. Dom, bienvenue. Hope that you have some power where you are. So we'll get Oliver Kapanen into the lineup a little bit. Stenberg, yeah, better face-off, so he can go here. Stenberg can play the wing even. Yeah, we'll play Stenberg on the wing even. I wish I could give more ice time to Stenberg, though. We want him to grow as well. But it's just so many limited spots next season. Rubric wants to grow. Stenberg wants to grow. It's going to be tight. So let's check it out here. The first game of the preseason against the San Jose Sharks. We lost it for half a second earlier. All right, we'll see. First shot, the second shot, actually. Avery McIntyre coming off of the Rocket Richard scores early in the preseason. 1-0, 2-0, shorthanded Avery McIntyre, and it ends 5-1. Avery McIntyre scores 4 goals! Oh my goodness! 4 goals from McIntyre in this preseason game. We scored 2 shorthanded goals, 1 McIntyre, 1 Guliev, and it's a power play goal late that breaks the shutout for Sebastian Cossa. Great first game of the preseason. Lindholm 4 assists. Woo! Avery McIntyre, who saw a lot of time on the second line last year. This year, first line center. Could that be explosive? Woo-hoo-hoo. Whether we get the full season done today or Friday, and Lysell extends, great. I can't wait to see the final totals on Avery McIntyre. Let's go back to the edit lines here. Let's play around with it a little bit. Let's put Owen Beck 4th line and Stenberg 3rd line. Let's play around there. And on defense, we can't really touch anything because of the nationalities. Cossa, great game. Let's give a start to Forsberg. Let's go to Anton Forsberg and see what he has to say here against the LA Kings. Kevin Fiala's old team here. Once again, still in the preseason. First period, 1-0 Starfleet. McIntyre. Second period, still 1-0. Third period, 4-1. McIntyre scores twice. Lindholm, Fiala against his old team. And there you go, 4-1 victory. Looking good. McIntyre, 6 goals in 2 games. Forsberg looking solid. For once, we're the ones with the power. Yeah, it's true. Usually I'm the one without power. He is one that's going to grow actually for shot and get to 9 plus in speed. What do you mean too much time? Next game, 6 goals in 2 games from McIntyre. Again, preseason, but still. And then we'll go Anaheim Ducks. Any changes we want to make here? The bottom 6 is most of that top 6. Let's see Hellenius in the top 6. Let's say we get an injury. Let's see Hellenius in the top 6 here for a moment, just for experiment's sake. Stenberg, 1 assist plus 1. Let's get back up here. And goaltending. Both looked great. Both exactly the same. That's true. Both made 22 saves on 23 shots. Kosa can come back in. Is it just 3 games or 4 games? Yes, that's it. This is the 3rd and final game of the preseason. Wait, hold on. The Ducks had played 0. They've played no preseason games. What? Oh, Max didn't get too many points. Well, no problem, right? He's due for some growth. First period, 2-2. There he is, McIntyre and Panarin. Second period, 4-2. Ooh, Ducks are up 4-2. We're outshooting them 24-20, but we're down 4-2. 4 goals on 20 shots against Kossa. Makes sense. This is our 3rd game. It's a back-to-back as well, and it's the Ducks' first game of the entire preseason. Makes sense that they have a lot more energy. That's okay. What I want to see is some middle 6, bottom 6 scoring. That's what I want to see. We didn't see it last year. We had to bring in Pacioretty and everybody else. McIntyre can't do it all on his own again. So in the end, the shots end 34-30, but we lose 4-2, unfortunately. Ziegler's 3 assists. This guy Kirsch makes 32 saves. All right, so we end the preseason 2-1 in the 3 games of the preseason. 7 goals in 3 games from Avery McIntyre. The professor is really putting on a clinic here. He's teaching something. Lindholm 6 assists, 6 points. Sorry, Cole Hudson 5 assists in 3 games. Woohoo! Panarin 4 points. Guliev 3. Fiala with a goal. Then it goes down here. Perfetti, Jord, everyone else down here with 1 point. And at the bottom, Kapanen, Beck, Lysell, Afanaseyev with 0 points. Come on, Fabian, you're playing 13-26. Beck, I understand those lower guys. Goaltending, yeah, skewed a little bit, but Kosa will continue to be the starter for now. We'll go from there. Liam, hi again. Okay, so I think we can start the season with those being our lines. Hellenius didn't do anything really in that one game, but we should let him breathe a little bit. Hellenius was a -1 with 1 assist. Okay, all right. This is our lineup. Kosa's our starter. We'll go from there. I'm going to make sure auto goalie rotate is turned on. And then we'll get this party started, ladies and gentlemen. I fixed up the AHL lines. We've extended who we want to extend. We're ready to do this. Let's do this. I think they got that connection. Yes. He's siphoning that energy. Let's go to settings. And make sure that we have the auto goalies back on. Good. Let's go to the calendar. Okay, actually not the calendar. First game of the season starts on the road, ladies and gentlemen, as we are beginning our Stanley Cup defense here at the SAP Center in San Jose. Remember that we have our custom league. We are 8 divisions, 2 conferences. It's the California Hollywood division here against the Ducks, Sharks, and Kings. Stanley Cup champions last year as a wild card team. Now we're going to try and start the road to the repeat, and let's have a strong regular season, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want to be squeaking into the wild card. Let's have a decisive postseason berth this year, and it all starts here in San Jose. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit it. First period, it's 1-0 Sharks. Zadina scoring the first goal there against Kosa, 2 former Red Wings. Shots 10-6 Sharks after 20. Second period, no scoring, really. Shots 20-18 for the Sharks, and we're still just down by 1. Let's see that top 6. Let's go. That top 6 that was just firing on all cylinders in the preseason. Let's do it. I want to see what you got. There you go. Lindholm on the power play. There we go. And then it's McIntyre making it 2-1. Who else? But then Eklund ties it up against Korpisalo, our former goalie, for half a season there. Power play Sharks killed off. 5 minutes to go. We're all tied up thanks to Eklund. But then Cole Perfetti, at the beginning of his second season here in Starfleet, puts us ahead, and it'll be enough to give us the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Perfetti wins it for us late. Shots end 34-28. And the San Francisco Starfleet start off their Stanley Cup defense with a 3-2 victory. Lindholm a goal and an assist. The captain leads by example. McIntyre a goal and an assist, and Cole Perfetti with a goal. What a third period, scoring 3 goals, and that's what we needed to see. 3-2 victory, the final. Let's sim through this game against the Canucks. Then we'll get our season opener. That Stanley Cup banner is going to go up. This is going to be on the road at Rogers Arena. 5-2 win. Very good. And now at Enterprise Arena for the home opener after having won the Stanley Cup. It's our first time back since Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. So we won in Game 5. We haven't seen the home fans since. So the banner's going up. Everyone's excited. Tears in those eyes. All the Admirals are here. If only we could go in game and actually see it. If only there was a banner to see. If only. Go in and see the Let's go in and see the Really, I want to go see the If you know, you know. First period, and it's 0-0 after 20. Shots 14-10 for San Francisco. Second period, 1-0. It's Trevor Moore. There he is on Nedeljkovic. Shots are 21-17 through 40, and we are up 1-0 here in front of the home fans. Mac the Alpha. Cole Iserman ties it at 1. Power play Sharks. Now we killed off. Power play Starfleet. Killed off by the Sharks. Halfway through the third, and we're all tied up at 1. Next goal may very well be the winner into the final 5 minutes. Shots are tight. It's Owen Beck. Bisou, mon ami. Bisou pour Owen Beck. But Vetrano ties it late. We're headed to overtime. Beck thought he had the winner, but Vetrano with 41 seconds to go. Had the penalty just expired? No, that should be a power play goal. 212. Yeah, a minor penalty. Someone help me understand this. Pesci gets a 2-minute minor at 212, so it should expire at 012 with 12 seconds left. But then he scores with 41 seconds left, and it's not a power play goal. Can someone help me to understand that? Shots end 33-32 for the Sharks. We're tied at 2. We're headed in. Let's check it out for the home opener. That should have been a power play goal, I would think. Or just EA. Is it just EA? Sorry if it cuts out when something cool is happening as well, like a live sim here. If it is, I'll start the next episode by telling you what happened. But here we are in San Francisco at Enterprise Arena. 3-on-3 action as the Sharks tie it late. Skaters with a pulled goalie they don't know. Hold on. Will Smith 2-on-1 to Eklund. Big save. Whoa, that happened a little too fast. All right, Panarin coming back up the other way with McIntyre. Panarin, nice little move. Can he get by his men, or is that Lindholm that he's with? Anderson gets by Panarin. Now coming in, it's Rasmus Anderson, I believe. 2-on-1. Good, broken up by Girard. Very well done. Let's go, Petson. Up to McIntyre. Here he is. Avery down the wing with Panarin in the middle. In front, buddy. Come on. Avery. 8 by... Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Maple. The Elias Pettersson contract is in. 8 by how much? Hold on. Eklund's coming in tight. Scores. Oh, what a terrible... I didn't even change the line. Let me see this. Elias Pettersson, 8 years at... What did you say? 8 by... Oh, 12 point... Is that actually the contract? Oh, your prediction. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, whoa! 12. I'm about to stop the stream for a data cast. What a terrible giveaway that was, though. Elias Pettersson took my attention away. Terrible. William Goatland gets the winner. That's great. That's great. He was shocked that he lost the puck and just watched it go away. Okay, shots end 35-32. We get the loser points, or points. Was it overtime losses 1? Or how do we work it? How does our system work again? I think it's... No penalties there. I think it's just, yeah, overtime loss is 1, right? Overtime win is 2. Yeah, overtime loss is still 1. All right, back to the calendar now. Let's get to some calendar simulation. Very good. No, but no tripping penalties happen. But actually, the slider should still be good to go. After we fix, next time we go in, we'll double check, but it still should be good to go. Let's check out this game against our biggest rival so far in the series. I would think the New York Islanders. 5-4 win. 3 of our first 4 games of the season against the Sharks. Brett Pesci, mild concussion. Our pinch, good old pinch. There you go, the good old pinch. You haven't learned yet, Sean? All right, so Gulyev will move up. And Romanov will move up, I suppose, unless Hudson moves up to play with Girard. It would be a 0. It's not, it's not long term. Let's do it. It's not long term. And Romanov can play with the king, Drew Doughty. There we go. So 4 of our first 5 games of the season against the Sharks, 4-2 win. Phew, that's a lot of San Jose. We're 4-1-1 with a 4-2 win there after a 7-4 loss against the Maple Leafs, 5-4 shootout loss. Now we are 4-1-2 facing the 4-3-0 Islanders. They beat us 2 years ago for the Stanley Cup. We beat them last year in the semifinal to go to the Cup final. No, it's okay. I hear you, Joe. I hear you. First period here, 0-0. Romanov against his old team, of course. Second period, 1-1 after 40. Sam Girard scores with Cole Hudson on his pair. Kasperi Kapanen. Is he related to Oliver Kapanen? Kapanen scores to tie it up not long after. Shots are 20, I think they were 23-20 after the second. Power play Islanders to start the period, killed off. 1-1. And power play Islanders again now, killed off once more. Third time now for the Islanders, but it's Owen Beck who scores as the power play expires. Then Anders Lee ties it right back up, though. 2-2. Islanders are leading in the shots with 5 minutes to go now. 2-2 game in the final 3 minutes. Will we see overtime? Yes, we will. We won't hop in again for this one. Shots are 35-31 for the Islanders. All tied at 2, headed into overtime. Who is going to take it in the extra 5? No one's going to take it there, so we'll head to a shootout. And we win it with Cole Perfetti getting the winner. Shots end 37-35, and we'll take that. Thank you very much. Kosa making 35 saves for first-star honors. Merci, Sebastien. Let's go, Sebastian Kosa. That's what we like to see. We're 18 minutes into the stream without anything cutting out yet, so not going to jinx it just yet, but things look better. Cole Perfetti, throw the confetti. We want to see when our next game against Boston will be. But that being said, let's sim a little bit and see what happens. Brett Pesce's back to full health. Yeah, it was just a little short-term injury there. No problem. Let's get back into the lineup here. Cole Hudson has only 1 assist, really. Only 1 assist. He's playing good ice time. Drew Doughty had a goal in those 2 games. He's down to a 76 now. Brett Pesce, let's go. And Sam Jarre, just curious. 4 points in 8 games. Okay. Pick it up. Keep picking it up. You lost power 4 times so far? Sheesh. Alright, let's get back to it now. No, thank you, Montreal. At least that's an interesting offer. 4-3 win against the Kings. 3-2 shutout loss against the Sharks. Christian Knights down in the AHL. Dallas 4-3 loss. Owen Beck, mild concussion. So that will bring Stenberg up to third-line center. Stenberg is Swedish, correct? Yeah. He has 5 assists in 12 games with limited ice time. Yeah, let's get Otto Stenberg playing a little bit here. And Luke Cunnin will come in on the 4th line. There we go. Very good. Back to it. Not a long-term injury, though. 6-4 win, 6-3 loss. Yikes. 7-3-3. LA Kings, Owen Beck back to full health. Anything from Otto Stenberg in that one? Big Otto. Stenberg, still 5 assists. Alright, at least got a little extra ice time. We'll put him back to where he's supposed to go. Luke Cunnin, 2 games, -1. Alright, alright, alright. Owen Beck gets back in the lineup. He has 5 points, playing 12-33. Good, give him that ice time. Hellenius. 3 points from Hellenius. Come on, Consta! Come on, Consta. Stenberg's putting you to shame down there. Don't make me put you on the 4th line. Unless we put Hellenius 4th line plus power play? Because he's not playing power play, is he? No, it's Lysell getting the power play time. He has 7 points in 14 games. Alright, keep note of all those things. We'll pause soon enough to take a look. Actually, that wasn't a bad offer from the Golden Knights. 2-1 loss. These are tight losses. Big wins, tight losses. In Dallas, Emelin, mild concussion, head coach replace. Christian Knights back to full health in the AHL. He replaces Zykov here. I double shifted what's his name as well. And I think he was always medium, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's back to that. AHL, NHL, swap around that. Hold on. And then here comes the dono from Joe. Let's go Starfleet, and let's hope the 4th stream is the charm. Love this series, 10 on 10. Joe, we love you! The $6.99. The professor's going to get one for Joe here. Let's go. He's going to launch a crusade in the AHL. This one's for Joe. On the road facing Seattle, this one's for Joe. Let's see McIntyre get a couple here against the Kraken. Let's do it. Thank you, Joe. Very much appreciated. Let's do it for Joe here. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-1. McCann on the power play. Lindholm ties it up. Dragicevic gives the Kraken the 1-goal lead. Headed into the 3rd period. Let's go, Avery. Joe's expecting you. Power play Kraken killed off. Into the last 12 minutes here. We're leading in the shots. Now with 10 minutes to go. Lawson Krause makes it a 2-goal game. Is that enough for the Kraken to get the victory? We're not seeing enough scoring here. We're having the same issue as last season. Not enough scoring as we lose 3-1. 1 goal on 34 shots. We're not seeing enough scoring. Sorry about that, Joe. They embarrassed me a little bit here. We're going to stop at the 20-game mark. We're going to stop. Let's do 3 more games, then we'll pause. Emelin's back in the AHL. Good. Let's get Emelin back in here. Emelin. What's he been up to? 6 points in 13 games. Okay. Vyacheslav Emelin. Okay, switch AHL, NHL. 11-4 win. Just as I'm talking about the scoring, 11-4 win. Woo! Okay. Sheesh. 11-4 victory. Then facing the Ducks, 4-1 loss, and finally 4-0 win. All right, so through 20 games, let's check it out now. Through 20 games, we are 9-8-3, second in our division, but with 5 games back, 5 games in hand. The Ducks have 5 games in hand. Wow. 8. No, the captains, I didn't bother setting those. 9-8-3. I want to see the power play percentage though, and the penalty kill 19.6. Which is good. Okay. Penalty kill, 84%. Isn't as good, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. I can live with those special teams. Okay. So Panarin, 21 points in 20 games. Lindholm, point per game. Fiala, 18 points. McIntyre, 17. All right. Trevor Moore, 15 points. Perfetti, 12. Guliev, 11. Lysell, 11 points, -6. That third line's killing me a little bit. Owen Beck, 7 points. Afanaseyev, even 7 points. Girard, 7. Stenberg, 7. Pesci, 6. Hudson, 6 points, -4. Hellenius, 5 points, -7. That third line. Do we sell on Lysell, huh? And another donut. Hey, Dan with another one! Missed a bunch of Starfleet episodes, so I'm playing catch-up overnight shift. Just wanted to say hi before I go back to episode number 5. Go Starfleet. Attaboy, Dan. Thank you for that. Let's try and get something for Dan. Who do you want to see a goal from, Dan? We'll try to get it next game for you. Thank you very much. Appreciate so much of your involvement in this series. And it's all going towards the new... I'm buying the new chair next week. I'm telling you right now, any donation tonight is going directly to the chair that I'm buying next week. With this squeaky folding chair, I'm done with it. So far, we've done 20 games, Mila, and this is how the points are looking up until this point. Goalies, what's up here? Kosa's 9-7-2 with a shutout, 891, 3.24. Yikes. Who's even on the team? Well, the names you just saw there would be some of the guys. And Forsberg. Only 2 appearances from Forsberg. What? Bit of a losing skid. Yeah. Here's the team here, Dan. Go ahead and pause if you want to just check out some of those players. So you would think maybe we play around in the bottom 6 a little bit here. Goalie. I thought I turned off on auto goalie rotate. I'll double check on that. I want to get Stenberg on the third line, low key here. Owen Beck, he looks okay. Hellenius, yeah, I want to play Forsberg more. Yeah, for sure. Lysel's getting power play time. What if we I just want to break up the third line essentially. I just want to break up that third line. So what if we go... Let's go Stenberg third line, Lysell fourth line, because Lysel's also getting power play time. Let's just do that. Little change in the bottom 6 just to see what happens. Hudson -4. Let's see if Hudson and Girard can get something going here. Let's go crazy. And then we'll go Romanov, Pesci on the third pair. And goaltending, let's give Forsberg a start here. And I'll make sure auto goalie rotate. Maybe I turned it on, but then I closed the game because the stream was over. Let's see. Stenberg could play right wing fourth. He could. That's what he... Yeah, he could... Well, he's center left wing, but we could put him there if we wanted to. It is on. Yeah. Yeah, it's on. That's odd. Afanaseyev third line. Maybe he's the next candidate for that as well. But I want to see Stenberg in there with his potential getting a little ice time too. Okay, let's go check out the Canucks game here. We're at home. 9-8-3. We're 3-7-0 in their last 10. Ugh. Forsberg's going to get... Oh, unless it changed back to Kosa. My apologies, but he'll play next game then. First period, 0-0. Second period, 0-0 again. Shots are 25-22. McIntyre opens it up. There you go. There's the first goal of this one. We got to see goals from McIntyre. There's his 10th goal of the season. We got to see goals from the Rocket winner. We are up 1-0 halfway through the third period. Shots 32-24. Final 8 minutes here. Holding on to a 1-goal lead. Power play. Vancouver late. Killed off. Very well done. Final 2 minutes. Hang on tight, everybody. And, oh, no, no, Mangiapane with 10 seconds left, another choke. It was Forsberg in for this one. Shots are 36-33. If the AI was better, I'd go in to watch. Oh, overtime. Overtime wins are worth less. Oh, come on. A shootout, and we lose in the shootout. What a disgrace. What a joke. Sorry, Joe, I missed your comment there. It's a check plus minus. I just want to get a good chunk done so we can make bigger decisions. Let's go. 4-2 win. Good. 4-2 win. 7-4 loss. 6-4 loss. 4-1 loss. 5-2 loss. No, no, no. Stop the sim. Stop the sim. Stop the sim. Is it going to let me stop it, or it has to go 4-1 win after we stop it? Stop the sim now. Something's got to change. Something has got to change here. This is not like Vancouver where we say, okay, we won the cup. let's retool and stuff like that. No. This is a good team. A good young team that should still be as competitive as ever. Zeros. The first line's not looking great. Let's do something on the first line. Then we go back to how McIntyre won the Rocket playing with Perfetti. Let's get Perfetti and McIntyre back together. And let's have Fiala and Lindholm. Yeah, they could, yeah. Let's do Fiala, Lindholm more on the second line. That's what we're going to do. Third line, Stenberg, not doing much. Back -5. Hellenius -12. I'm almost going to say send back down Hellenius at this point. Lysell and Stenberg can't even play together. So Lysell comes there. Afanaseyev goes there. Russian. Bottom 6 is killing us. Let's try Lysell, back Afanaseyev. So a change in the top 6 and a change in the middle 6 before any bigger changes come at the halfway point. Girard -8 with 14 points. You're on your way out, but Cole Hudson -10. Yeah, okay, goodbye at even strength. Cole Hudson's gone. Ramirez, Guliev -5. Pesci's a +3. Let's get Pesci back up here, I guess. Wow. Kosa 890. Forsberg 896. Yikes. Okay. There are my first changes. Middle 6, bottom 6, defense. We go from there. If we have to make more changes at the halfway point, it's going to be trades. Okay? We're going to see what happens. Let's go back here. Ramirez. Yeah, he could play first pair. But Pesci's been looking really good. So I want to see if he can help out Girard. Here we go. Hosting the Red Wings. We lost 4-1 in Detroit. Sebastian Cossa against his old team. First period, 1-0. Jalen Ramirez. There we go. Keeping him on that second unit. That second pair, excuse me. Second period, 1-1. Nico Hischier ties it up. Shots are almost tied as well. 1-1 after 40. Power play Starfleet. It's Avery McIntyre. But we can't always rely on the special teams. We got to get those even strength goals. 12 minutes to go, final 10 minutes here. There we go. Owen Beck adds a little bit of something. Those even strength goals late. We need to get a little insurance late here. Can't have 1-goal leads into the final few minutes. So it's a 2-goal lead. Should be enough. And there you have it. Owen Beck adds the insurance, and we win 3-1. Shots end 36-32. Sebastian Cossa shuts down his old team, gets the first star honors, and even Jalen Ramirez a goal and an assist. All right. There's a good win. Get back on the horse a little bit here. Back-to-back wins. Let's keep on simulating into the month of December. Let's do it. That's it. He had 5 game-winning goals last season out of his 10. Pulled groin for Afanaseyev to keep him out for like a week. So I don't want to put Hellenius back up there. Let's go crazy. Hellenius, we're giving you a chance here. Hellenius is going to go... Let's go with Fiala and Lindholm. Moore can play third line, and Cunnin can come in here. Hellenius, I'm giving you like 3 games or whatever. 2 goals, 5 assists, -12. Let's see what happens. Cheating heel, I'll get your comment in just a second. Sorry, I just want to... 2 goals, 5 assists, -12. 2 goals, 5 assists, -12. 2 goals, 5 assists, -12. Come on. Okay, 5-4 shootout win, 4-3 shootout loss. Should have at least one more game here before he comes back. Okay. More injuries in the AHL. Oh my goodness. 5-2 win. 2 goals, 5 assists, -12. 2 goals. Okay, Afanaseyev is back now. And what do I see from Hellenius? There's 29 games played. In 2 goals, 5 assists. So 1 goal, 2 assists, plus 2 in 3 games. Okay. Okay, I see you, Hellenius. I see you. Do we keep him there? That's the question. And Luke Cunnin scored 2 goals in 5 games now. But Afanaseyev has been good. Yeah, let's get Afanaseyev back in. But Hellenius, okay, I see you, Hellenius. Afanaseyev. There we go. Down in the AHL, there's a bunch of things to fix here, I think, right? Yeah, Zykov comes out. Maggio is supposed to go here. Short leash, yeah. We'll keep looking at short leashes here. No, forwards are good to go. I think. Is it defense? No, it's because there's a forward playing defense. Is that why? No, they're all defensemen. Let's get Giordano back on this third pair here. What's up with Mugli? How's he doing? Playing like 24.5 plus minutes per night? Good. Leon. Okay. Gerard -6. Got a little bit better. Okay. Kosei 894. Short leashes here. Short leashes for everybody. Okay, back at it. Let's go. 6-5 win. Don't want wins like that. Let's just keep on sitting and see what happens here. Now Kapanen in a strained hamstring. Ooh, all these little tiny injuries. So Stenberg's going center, and Cunnen's going to come back again. All these little tiny injuries. And what's Moore's plus minus here? He's on -3. He already matched last year's goal total. Hellenius -1 last game. Parise, sore knee. Come on, Parise, wake up. And then Kaminsky's back. Oh, man, so many little things. Kaminsky's going to go here, yes. For Dmitry Zykov. Where is he? Oh, he's already put in for Parise. Ah, he's already in for Parise. Okay. I gotta switch AHL, NHL. And we're back. Okay, 2-1 loss, 3-1 loss. I hate this team. 6-4 games and then 2-1 games. Kapanen's back. Okay, stay out for a couple games. 7-4 win, 3-1 loss. There's no balance here. 16-5-5 is our record. As we're approaching the halfway point, and changes will have to be made. Hellenius, how you doing, buddy? Hellenius, -8. The plus minus is getting better on Hellenius. Getting worse on Moore. That third line's a curse. -14 from Lysell. Now, I think Lysell's the new Verana. I think we move Lysell almost at this point. These plus minuses are killing us. -38 in his career. All with us, right? Yeah, he's a -38 in his career. What pace is he on right here? Divide by 36. Back, RJ, welcome back. He's on pace for 39 points this year. Lysell, come on, man. We could have had Rubric here. Kanen, yeah, we'll take him back out for Afanaseyev. Spelled out for us, yeah. No, Afanaseyev's back. Sorry, it's Kapanen. Yeah, sorry, Kapanen. Kapanen, yeah. Okay, we'll put Oliver Kapanen back in. Come on. There, Stenberg. There you go. There you go. There we go. And let me play Nico Sturm even a little bit, but we'll keep going with Kapanen for now. Okay. So, let's see Stenberg. Sorry, I totally missed Cheating Heel's comment. Cheating Heel had said, I would get a veteran for the fourth line, like when we had guys like Maroon and Coleman to support the kids. Hellenius can be first line AHL for the rest of the year. He's still quite young. Not a bad idea, Cheating Heel. He's been doing okay on the second line. I'd say let's give him a few more games on the second line. We'll look for a veteran. Maybe we sign Rubric mid-year. Would that be crazy to sign an OHL player mid-year? Oh no, we can't do that. What am I saying? Can't even do that. He'll get signed and just stay in the OHL. What am I saying? Rubric, what's up with him down in the OHL this season? 47 points in 28 games. Crazy. Can't wait to have him next year. But for right now, getting a rookie, a veteran, excuse me, to help younger guys might be the move. So let's try a game like that. Hellenius 4 goals, 8 assists, I believe. We're 6-3-1 in our last 10. Kevin Fiala facing his old team, the Kings, here, hosting them at Enterprise Arena. Let's do it. First period, 1-0. Jonathan Drouin. Second period, 4-2. That's what we want to see. Finally, a little bit of fight from this team. McIntyre, Romanov, Lindholm, and Pesci. Gary, yo data, TBH, I thank you for making these vids and doing these live streams. Make me feel less... Gary! Gary! Thank you for the love, and I'm so glad that I'm able to provide that for you. That great point from Andrew. If you want more togetherness, which is beyond the live streams and the videos, join the Discord server. Let me get the link in here. Let me get the link in here, because I didn't update the description because I was thinking that the video wouldn't even last more than 5 minutes. More community that is waiting to welcome you with open arms. Would love to see you in there. I just updated the description now. So the link for the Discord, I'll even put it in the chat. is right here. That's really kind of you to say, Gary. I'm really happy to hear that you're feeling less alone when there's streams going, able to join and be a part of this community, which is that much better with you in it, Gary. Thank you. So 4 big goals for Starfleet. Pavelski comes back. It's 4-2 San Francisco after 40. We're up by 2. Let's say, yeah, times 8 here. 5-2 now. Avery McIntyre. Speaking of links, I'm going to add the link for Starfleet legend Swayman. I'm going to add the link for the Data 72 Hall of Fame. Kevin Fiala scores against his old team. The Data 72 Hall of Fame ballots. Oh, Bonk, then Byfield scored a couple goals. Hold on, we're only up by 2 now. We only have 72 ballots cast. Last time we had 91. So if you haven't cast your ballot yet for the Data 72 Hall of Fame, link in the live stream right now. So in the end, there we go. 6-4 victory. Shots end 32-27 for the Kings, but we win 6-4. 2 goals and an assist for McIntyre, goal and 2 assists from Lindholm, and a goal and assist from Big Brett Pesce. Okay, that's in there. Okay. Good. And you know what? I never sent out the link again. I never tweeted it either because I didn't know if it would actually work out. Let's sim to next game here. Apologies. Parise is back to full health. We can continue for a moment. St. Louis Blues, now a couple days before Christmas. Let's get a little Christmas miracle. And then Moore's out with a sore knee. Thankfully, went for like a week. Blues, one of the top teams in the league. That doesn't help. So Trevor Moore is out for about a week and a bit. Let's get a Fanaseyev up on the 3rd line. And let's get Cunnin in there on the 4th line. We can do all lines. He's not out for long. But I say replacing all lines. Why didn't you replace in all lines? Kind of getting a little bit of power play time going. New link. There, just tweeted that out. Good. Thanks for the patience on such a wild, twisty-turvy evening, everybody. 6-5 loss in the shootout. Those are games we could get. Dmitry Orlov on waivers. 2 years left at 4.7 million, 75 overall. I will pass on Dmitry Orlov. Thank you. All right, let's get back to the calendar until Trevor Moore is back. Or to the halfway point, 38. This is 39, 40, 41 against the Penguins. We have 3 more games. Against the Kings, 4-2 loss. Blue Jackets, 3-1 win. Not convinced of this team. Interesting deal from the Minnesota Wild. There's something wrong with the way this team defends, yeah. And here for Game 41, correct? Game 41, we have at 40, yeah. Game 41 here against the Penguins. We have almost identical records, 18-16-6 versus 18-16-3. 3 more games on our side, 3 more overtime or shootout losses. First period, 3-2. Wow, Perfetti scores twice in the first 10 minutes. Then Malkin, McIntyre, and then, McMichael, and then McIntyre for us. 3-2. Second period, 5-4. Penguins now. Great. Owen Pickering, channel legend. Fiala answers back on the power play, then Crosby and Rust. Out shooting them 28-23, and we're down 5-4. 5 goals on 23 shots against Kosa. Girard ties it up on the power play. 5-5. Then a Fanaseyev on the 3rd line. Gives us the 6-5 lead. And Hellenius, there he is! Consta! From down 5-4, now we're up 7-5. The extra point is good. These are some crazy high-scoring games. 2-1 losses. Now here's an 8-5 win coming up. Oliver Kapanen gets in on the fun as well. 8-5. Make it 9. Another power play goal from Girard. What a wild game. Really crazy. 9-5 win. 2 goals and assists from Perfetti. 2 goals and assists from Girard. Crosby had a goal and 2 assists as well. 9-5 win at the halfway point. So, ladies and gentlemen, through 41 games, we are 19-6-6, on pace to go 38-32-12. That wouldn't be enough for the postseason, I don't believe, for the wild card. So let's check it out. Elias Lindholm at this point is on pace for a 92-point season, 46 points from the captain. McIntyre on pace for 50 goals and 82 points, point per game, and Panarin on pace for 90 points. Kevin Fiala, 37 in 41. Perfetti on pace for 62. Guliev on pace for 52. Very good. Moore, 24 in 38. Girard only on pace for 40 points. Girard is not looking good for you. Lysell also on pace for 40 now. He's picked it up, but his plus-minus is still atrocious. Hellenius on pace for a 30-point year. 15 points in 41 games. Cole Hudson, 14 points, negative 11. Yeah, third line is cursed, and Girard's days are numbered. Like, I would move Girard if Hudson was ready. It's killing me that he's not ready. Fanseyev, 12. Ramirez, 12. Girard's getting paid, like, what, 7, 8 million? Where is he? That's funny, RJ. 8.55. That's what he's making, 8.55. Who else? Romanov, Cunnin, and then Doughty. Kapanen, 8 points as well. Pesci, 9 points, plus 11. Goaltending, so Kosa's 18, 13, and 3 with 1 shutout, 893 save percentage, 3.31 goals against. Anton Forsberg, 1, 5, and 3. Getting a better backup goalie wouldn't be a terrible thing. And making some sort of veteran pickup in the bottom 6. Or even a top defenseman. Owen back. Oh, did I not? Negative 14? Owen. Come on, Owen. Maybe Guliev first pair and Girard second? I could see that. Let's check the... That's true. In the last 13 games, Lysell's been better. Let's do that. Guliev and Pesci and Girard Ramirez. Let's try that. Why not? But I still think a move has to be made. Not Girard yet, but some sort of bottom 6 move probably has to be made. Or at the very least a backup goalie. Let's check out the trade blocks around the NHL. Trade blocks around the league. Let's see. Cam Fowler. Oh my goodness, what a contract. 3 more years at 8.875. Arizona. No. Boston. Just looking for older players. Right now players. Higher overall players. Teravainen signed on for 2 more years after this one at 7.4. Playmaking Finn. Johansson. Andreas Janssen. Kampf, and then Danton Heinen. Chicago, Colorado, Columbus, Werenski. Expiring deal on Werenski. We'll check team stats, yeah. JT Compher, expiring deal on JT Compher. American, 13 goals, 13 assists, 26 points. Alex Texier, great for the nationalities, but I don't know if I want that contract. Johnny Gaudreau, McGinn, Kovacevic. Okay. Werenski could be something. Canadian as well. Edmonton, Florida. Brandon Montour, 3 years left, 89 overall. Okay. Evan Rodriguez, Nikita Zadorov, TJ Brody. Kings, Wild. We have a lot of cap space. Devils. A lot of teams that aren't moving right now players. Rasmus Anderson, I didn't see him on the block, but we could take a look in Calgary. Ferraro, 5 years left on that deal, though. Susi, there he is. Kreider. Slavin, we were thinking about Slavin, but is he as good in the game as he is in the real world? No. Still, though, 22 points this year, on pace for over 40. He's been good in St. Louis. He's been a good plus player. Again, another American. So if we brought in Slavin, we have to move out one of our Americans. Like, it would be Slavin in, Pesci out, pretty much. And Pesci's been good. Our defense, those defensemen have been good on the right side. If we move the defenseman, I don't think it would make sense right now. Like, he'd come in just to play where? I don't know. Keep Slavin in mind, but I don't think... And they're 25, 10, and 4. Why would they be moving Slavin who signed on beyond this season? No, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. No. Forget Slavin. Throw it out. Werenski is Canadian, I believe. John Tavares could be that veteran, though, for us. A better Canadian bottom centerman. Is he American? We could move out Beck for Tavares. Liljegren, a Swede defenseman. Lindgren, McCabe, excuse me. The Leafs, but they're a winning team! Winning team! Forget it. Vegas, Mark Stone, there he is! Good old Mark Stone. Chandler Stevenson. Again, these nationalities are hurting us. John Carlson, expiring deal. Winnipeg. Valimaki, former officer. Juuso Valimaki could be something on the left side. But again, Winnipeg, they're a good team. Can we utilize some cap space? Can I look at the worst contract the team has? What's the worst contract that a team has? Schultz here, $4 million for 1 more year. Like if I say, hey Chicago, I'll take Schultz. You're buyers. You want to free up money. I'll take Schultz and give you a 2030. Hey, I'll give you a 2031 7th. You give me back Schultz and a 3rd. Like, is that possible? Does the game think about that? No, eh? Forget it. I'm not going to break my head for that. It's not going to work. Okay, so let's go to the player search, actually. And we said we want to look at the team stats, too. What's McGinn's poise and defense stats look for the 4th line? We're still going, Caleb, but that's true because you were gone. This is like our 5th try, and as you can see by the length of this video, we've only been here for 50 minutes now. We had a live stream for the Chris Tanev trade, and now we're trying it for like the 5th time, so we haven't been streaming since 7. Hope the gym went well. Power play, we are at 22.9%, 3rd best in the league. Shout out to Colorado at 30%. Penalty kill at 87.9. So there you go. We have great special teams. We have very good special teams right now. I don't know. Do we try a couple games with our lineup? How we changed it first, maybe. I want to give it one. I want to give it 2 more games with how we changed our lineup, and now Trevor Moore is back. So I don't want to force like a Beck trade or something just yet. Helenius has been looking better, but we could just put him in the AHL. Anasayev goes here. Cunning's looked good, actually. 6 points in 12 games, but he's playing in Trevor Moore's spot. That's why he has all that ice time. Lysel's up to 20 points, -10. We said that. Stenberg, 12 points. Haha, tu sais ce qui rime avec Gérard? D'or! Maybe we actually enter the deadline, because usually... we could go into the deadline itself as well. Let's see how it goes. I see Girard now -4. I don't know, it's more the backup goalie. How do we do here against the Coyotes? 4-2 win. It's more a backup goalie that I'm looking at right now. Any team with a backup goalie on the block. That's if there's a trade to make right now, it's for a backup goalie. Everything else we can wait maybe a tad more on. So if I say we want to move Forsberg, let's find it. Well, it wouldn't be in a deal like this. Let's find a team that has a good like 80 overall guy in the AHL. Hunter Jones. Hunter Jones. Rant is in the AHL. That's a good veteran backup at 78. Francouz also there in the AHL. Any other good AHL goalies who are like 80 overall? Soderblom. Arvid Soderblom, not good numbers in the AHL, really. Jack Campbell. Not great numbers there. Jet Greaves with starter potential. Ooh, Jet Greaves could be something. And they have this guy Sarno, medium elite. They need to make room. Ooh, this could be a good one. This could be a good one for us. John gives it. What if we take Jet Greaves from the Blue Jackets? I won't send you Forsberg because you don't want the goalie. We can send Forsberg in a separate deal. I'll give you Jet Greaves. And I'll send you... I'll give you our 6th this year. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Because goalies have such little value. Rookie skaters. Anybody you want down here? You want Comiskey? Okay, I'll give you this low top 9 prospect. At least you can say it's a prospect there. So Nikita Kaminsky. And a fifth. Then they have too many skaters in the organization. Of course they do. So who has the lowest amount of value? Malatesta. What do you say to this, Columbus? Trade accepted. Okay, great. Welcome. Welcome, Jet Greaves. Anton Forsberg, thank you for the memories. We'll trade you in a separate deal in just a moment. Thank you for the memories. Jet Greaves, welcome to the NHL. You're finally getting your promotion you've been waiting for. So Forsberg, he got sent down. Really, he didn't get claimed. Okay. Jet Greaves is up here. He's going to get some NHL action. He has only played 2 games. Back in 2024-25, he's been in the AHL ever since. Good numbers with the Cleveland Monsters. Jet Greaves, undrafted, 26 years of age with medium starter potential. Let's give him a chance here in the NHL, and he'll back up Sebastian Cossa. Minimal cost, no problem. Jet Greaves. As much as we would love to get Hunter Jones. Cossa goes here. And down in the AHL, how's it going with, what's his name, Mikkola? Mikkola, okay, high elite. Good numbers here from Emanen as well. Wow, despite the only 1 win. Okay, you know what? I'm best linesing it because I've done this a million times. I'm just going to fix what I need to fix. Emlyn was second line center. Aquila was first line here. This was Douglas. McKeown was like here. Defenseman playing on as a forward. Because who's injured? No one's even injured? What? How come I have a defense playing forward? Doesn't make any sense. Even in there. I don't know. Power play. Aquila was here. And he was also here. Why did Doughty get sent down? Okay, I came. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's just go to Trade Finder. Move out Anton Forsberg. Find trade. Come on, find trade. You can do it. Who wants Anton Forsberg? Thanks for the memories, Anton. We can get, what can we get? Random prospects from different teams? No, I'm not trading him to the Islanders. Unless we have to. The Islanders are the only team that want him. Our rivals, the Islanders. We can take back Odelius. Defense prospect. I could use a forward prospect. Gleason bottom 6. Because of Kaminsky, that's why. Medium top 9. Nurmi or Lewis? Who do we take from the Islanders? Nurmi or, let's see, Nurmi or Lewis? Actually, Lewis is unsigned, so. Nurmi, 22.69. Yeah, he won't be anything, but at least we just get him in the AHL. That's it. Nurmi for Forsberg. Thanks. Goodbye, Anton. Thank you for everything. Ridiculous. Okay, let's try this again now. I did not say to do best roster in the system. Drew Doughty is coming up. Anybody else have to come up? Just Doughty? Okay. How are we over the limit? Because of Malatesta, that's why. Malatesta goes down. He has to go through waivers or whatever, then take him if somebody takes him. Thanks for the memories, of course. Okay, that's why Malatesta was getting in our way. I remember him being a good prospect back in like NHL 20 or something. Head coach preferred lines. We're going to put Knights goes here. Haikila goes here. Can Malatesta go here? Yes, he can. Good. McKeown goes here. Emlyn goes there. It actually doesn't give chemistry. Douglas goes here. Malatesta, James Malatesta can go for third. Nurmi is here. Great. Goalies. Meech comes out for Emanen. Oh, Sereda. That's what we want. Silas, get back in here for Nurmi. Thanks everybody for bearing with me here. Yeah, Sereda, thank you. Who do we want? Probably Maggio can move down then, I guess. Down here, Maggio there. How's Haikila doing? He's doing okay. Power play, Haikila here. Moogly here. Whew. It's a lot of work. Second unit. Giordano comes out. Knights can go here. Haikila doubles up. The ice time. Okay, that's that. In the NHL, Sturm, Cunnin, Doughty, and Greaves and Kosa. Okay. Ooh, let's creak the chair and shift a little bit here. Been sitting the same way for a long time. Let's do it. Here against the Montreal Canadiens, let's give Jet Greaves the debut, actually. Against the 16, 21, and I think 4 Montreal Canadiens. Jet Greaves will get the start. Let's see how he does. And we'll go from there. His first start in the NHL in a few years now, and his first as a Starfleet officer. Let's do it at Enterprise Arena in front of the home fans. We are 5-4-1 in our last 10, 20, 16, and 6. Let's do it. First period, 2-1 Starfleet. Heinemann opens it up, but then Cole Hudson shorthanded. What? And Kapanen, even strength. Second period, 2-2, all tied up with Joshua Roy scoring. Shots 24-21, but we're tied at 2. Head into the third and final period here at Enterprise Arena. Cole Caulfield makes it 3-2 Montreal. Let's answer back. Who's going to answer the call? Kevin Fiala, Avery McIntyre. Who's going to answer the call? 7 minutes to go, down by 1. Shots are pretty even, and it's Oliver Kapanen. The fourth line has to answer the call, and then Stenberg. The fourth line comes through, and Starfleet wins. Wow, that's a huge regulation win, ladies and gentlemen. The fourth line comes through, Kapanen and Stenberg. Wow. A goal and an assist for him. Kapanen 2 goals. Guliev 2 assists. All right. And then Caleb comes in with a 9.99. Sorry for the rough night and the freezes. Let's get the spirits up. Go Starfleet and welcome Greaves. And that's going to go into the new chair fund. I'm buying the new chair this weekend. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you very much for the donation. I forget if it's your first, if you have the special role in the Discord server. Remind me if you have that role already or not. And we'll make sure you have it in the Discord server. Oh, thank you, my friend. Why would I give you a third to dump Giordano? Meanwhile, I can't get salary dumps from any other teams. Okay, let's get a little bit of simulation done with Greaves and Kosa. And we'll go from there. Let's do another 5 games or so. 4 or 5 games. Romanov pulled groin. Great. Okay, Doughty comes back in. I forgot, Stenberg's on the third line, not the fourth line. Back -12. Maybe too much playmaking here, is that it? Lysel's plus-minus is getting better at least. At least there's that. Is it too much playmaking? What's up with Fiala? 17 goals, 22 assists. Is it too much playmaking? Is that it? Kapanen and Beck swap, maybe? I don't know. Let's try that. Defense, Guliev's back to an even plus-minus. Plus 13 for Pesci. -1 now for Girard. Plus 4 for Ramirez. -14 for Cole Hudson. What are we supposed to do with a guy like that? Doughty's going to come in. Thank you, Caleb. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Let's get Greaves back in for another one. Kosa's been in. Actually, just 1 game. Kapanen, Hellenian. Oh, thank you, thank you. Ah! Thanks, sorry. We've broken the rules a couple times. The important part is that we can't knowingly break the rules for extended periods of times. Or we can't ever knowingly break the rules. Thank you. Hellenius and Kapanen can't play together, so we'll put Hellenius down to play with Afanaseyev. Thank you. Sorry, Romanov is a -3. So it doesn't make sense that Hudson's a -15 or whatever. Okay, so 5-4 win, 4-2 win. We're back on the horse a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on the horse a little bit. Let's go see Winnipeg, our good friends in Winnipeg. Let's go see that 5-4 loss against the Predators. Now Guliev with a strained hamstring. What's with the hamstrings and the groins? What's going on here? So we're going to call up our good friend Mark Giordano now, I suppose. And his like $7 million cap hit. We don't need to be worried about him on waivers. 43-year-old Mark Giordano with the honorary rank of captain, I would say. Mark Giordano. Oh, it's only 2 million. It was more to Parise. You know what? That's a good call. As soon as everyone's healthy, we're gonna scratch Hudson. As soon as everyone's healthy, we're gonna do that. Yeah, I know the injuries are coming in now. Okay, the hamstrings and the groins. Gerard, Pesci, top pair. Let's try going Hudson, Doughty. Let's give them ice time on the second pair. And then Ramirez, Giordano on the third pair. Heard we had power issues that allowed me to catch the end. There we go. No problem at all, Hobbsy. Thank you just for your listening ear. So 44-year-old Mark Giordano making his Starfleet debut. Let's see how he does. AHL. Back to edit lines. Prokop can go there. Oh, yeah, sorry. Moving's supposed to be up here. Johansson there. And Martinson, sorry. -5. Beautiful. Why would I give you a third and Nico Sturm for a fifth? Oh my goodness. Head coach replace. Can I please see the calendar? Thank you. Okay, 7-5 win, 5-3 loss, 4-1 win. Facing our good friends, the Winnipeg Jets. We're 25-18-6, facing the 22-20-6 Jets. We picked up a little bit. Good to see. Let's see what we can do now against the Jets. Last time we saw them, we beat them in 7 games. Well, not last time, but last time we did a slow sim against them in round number 1. Perfetti scores against his old team on the first shot of the night. First period ends 2-0. Oliver Kapanen. Okay, Kapanen loves the slow sim. Second period, 3-0. Fabian Lysell. Third period, we're up 3-0 now. Very good to see. Christian Fischer breaks the shutout for Kosa. We're up by 2 here as I take a little sip of water. Into the final 8 minutes. Up by 2 it remains. Will that be enough to give us the victory? Power play for the Jets late, but it'll be enough. 3-1 Starfleet victory. 29 saves from Kosa. Game-winning goal to Perfetti, right? Or was it to Kapanen? But big goal. Yeah. No. Who scored the second goal? I forget. I think it was Kapanen. Game winner. Yeah. So 3-1 win. Very good to see. Let's keep on rolling. No need to stop just yet. We definitely want to go see the Boston Bruins soon. Let's keep on rolling. No need to stop. Guliev has returned to the lineup, finally. Okay. Who's going to get sent down? Giordano? Yeah. Giordano, how'd you do, buddy? Let's see. 3 games, 1 assist. Love it. He scored his 642nd point. Giordano will go back down. Nobody claims him, understandably. Back to defense. Girard's a +7 now. Whoa! But I believe that's not because it wasn't long that he played with. He's been playing with Ramirez. That's what's been helping him. So Hudson back here, Doughty here, Guliev here. Wait, who's fully healthy? Is Guliev fully healthy? No. Romanov, is he fully healthy? No, either. Okay, so let's keep Girard here, actually. I don't want to overdo the ice time. We'll do that until everybody's fully healthy. And now he's fully healthy. Great. We'll wait till Guliev's fully healthy, too. And now he is. Oh, just keep popping back in. In and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, Girard now +8. Great. We'll play him with Ramirez. Pesci should almost play with Hudson at this point. Romanov's a -2. He's playing here. Doughty, 3 goals in 9 games, even ±. Look at you, Drew. And Guliev back to the top pair with Pesci. 29 points from him this year so far. Mikhail Guliev. Okay. Back to the calendar. So, 3-1 win against the Blue Jackets. No, that's not where we're looking, though. We're in the wrong spot. Okay, 7-1 win, 4-2 win. Mizan! C'est ça ce qu'on veut voir. Let's go. Then a 9-6 loss. And a 4-3 shootout loss. Let's keep going towards the game against the Bruins, actually. Let's keep on going. Quebec. I'm from Quebec, Gary. Pesci pulled groin. The groins and the hamstrings. There you go. Pesci out. That'll mean let's bring Girard and Ramirez up. Let's play Ramirez top pair. I know, the line edits. Sheesh. I think so. The special teams had very high percentages. Oh, we can't play two Russians. Good point there. Hudson and Guliev will play together. And Dowdy will come in here. Unless we put Dowdy here with Guliev. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah, I think the special teams are fine. It's just actually, hold on. How many power play points does Cole Hudson have? 3 power play points. You know what? Cole Hudson has 3 power play points. Maybe it's because he's not the distributor. Did something mess up there? Distributor, finisher, well, why do I had all these roles fixed? It changed all my roles. Let's see if that changes anything. Power play unit number 2. Yeah, this is all good. That's fine. The distributor should be Guliev. Hold on. Yeah, EA did a little editing for us, eh? Guliev goes there, and it's Guliev who's the distributor. Okay. What's up here? Jet, buddy. You've played a few games. Ooh, Jet Greaves looking great! Let's keep Jet in for the next one. Yaroslav Askarov being offered to us for Trevor Moore. Wow. Mooley bruised hand. Can I stop the sim, please, so I can see? Okay, so 8-6 loss. 7-1 win, 9-6 loss, 8-6 loss, 5-4 win, 4-3 win. We're 31-20-7. One more game, then we see the Bruins. 7-3 win. All right, so the team we beat in the Stanley Cup final in 5 games, they're 23-25-8. They've taken it really hard. We're 32-20-7. We've had a strong second-ish half. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here against the Bruins, who are going to want to have this as a revenge game. First period, 1-0, Cole Perfetti on the power play. Second period, 3-1. Yikes. Lindholm, Poitras, and Puljujärvi score 3 goals in 13 minutes. Shots are 23-16 in our favor, but we're down by 2 here in the third. Let's get some even strength top 6. Let's see it. Let's see that top 6. I'm looking at you, Kevin. Haven't seen a Kevin Fiala slow sim goal in a little while. Halfway through the third. Nothing coming our way. Yikes. Can't break through whoever's here. Fiala gets a shorthanded goal late on Ullmark. Alright, we drop it 3-2. Great. Let's keep on going towards the deadline. Let's go see the Bruins again in 3 games. Let's go see them again. Oh, in the AHL. You're putting me to sleep, guys. Prokop. Okay. Pesci for a second and a third. Interesting. Lindholm, okay, he's healthy. Good. Okay. Hurricanes, they don't want to tell us, eh? No, they don't want it. Why would they want to tell us? Brett Pesci fully healed. Good. Back to the lines once again. Girard now at plus 11 with 44 points, finally. Ramirez plus 17. Guliev plus 1. Dowdy plus 1 with 5 points in 15 games. Cole Hudson negative 16. Yeah, you're done. Dowdy's going to stay with Romanov. Hold on. First, Dowdy's going to get replaced by Pesci. Then Pesci's going to go top pair. Ramirez plays with Guliev. And Romanov will play with Dowdy. That's what we're doing here. There we go. 3-3-2 still for the plus minuses. Cole Hudson's getting scratched. Who's back here in the AHL? You said Nurmi? I don't think Nurmi's playing, though. No, Nurmi doesn't have a spot in the team. Curtis Douglas is healthy. Good. Alright. 5-4 overtime loss. 4-3 loss. Oh. Here we are against the Bruins once again. We lost 3-2. Now we have another chance against them in this another revenge matchup. First period, 2-1. Ramirez shorthanded. Pasternak answers, then Trevor Moore right back. Second period, 5-3. Zaka then McAvoy to make it 3-2. But then Afanaseyev, Girard, and Afanaseyev again make it 5-3. Third period in the end, we take it 6-3. McIntyre adds 1 for good measure, and we'll take that second revenge game by a score of 6-3. All right, trade deadline's coming up now. We are 33-22-8. We're on a better pace than we were around that 20, around at the halfway point actually. the last 22 games. We've been looking all right. Elias Lindholm's tearing it up with 76 points. Very good. Panarin 72, McIntyre 43 goals and 64 points, Fiala 64, Perfetti 50. Come on now. Moore, Girard, Lysell 36, -7. He's woken up a bit. Guliev's Otto Stenberg with 26. Afanaseyev 25. Hudson -16 though. Excuse me. Consta Helenius with 21 points, -6 in 63 games. Beck with 20, Kapanen 17, Pesci +14. Okay. And goalies, Kosa's 29, 18, and 5 with 1 shutout, but Jet Greaves is 3, 2, and 0 with a .935 save percentage. Jet Greaves, hop on board, everybody. Wow. Okay, so headed into the deadline here. Data 72 merch is starting sooner than you think, RJ. We're going to get there soon. Okay. Excuse me, I have to yawn again there. So, through 63 games, we have 2 games in hand on the Ducks. We're definitely a way back there. Yeah, he'd be crying his eyes out, absolutely. Let's see, we're 10th in the NHL right now. That's great news. 10th in the NHL with the 21.6. The power play's gone down, but still 4th best in the league. And the penalty kill of 84.9. Among the best in the league as well. Yeah, I am, Landon, I am. To be streaming still at 10:15 is not part of my usual routine. Come on now, t-shirts. Let's check the trade blocks to do our due diligence here, ladies and gentlemen. The Ducks are looking incredible. Jet Greaves, backup goalie, we got him from Columbus. Anton Forsberg was just looking horrible, so we went and got Jet Greaves and then flipped Anton Forsberg to the Islanders. So that is the story behind him. Skaters matching the block. Okay. So Cam Fowler. No, but I don't want to take... If it was 1 year, I would. No, I don't want 3 years of Cam Fowler. Okay, the Ducks. Looking at NHL ready guys. NHL ready guys. Blake Lizotte. The Bruins should be sellers, yeah. Blake Lizotte, 38 points in 61 games. American center. We have no Americans in the bottom 6 aside from Cunnin, right? Blake Lizotte is tempting. A shirt with Dave's logo on the front and the back just have all the classic quotes. We're on a roll. We don't need to add anything necessarily. Blake Lizotte does look interesting. Jason, if there's a crazy nationality, it might be more interesting. Daniel Greaves from Star Trek. I'm not sure who Daniel Greaves is. Which series is that from? Teravainen on the block. Lizotte doesn't seem well. Alright, Milo, I'll take your word for it. Guys like Comf. No. Chicago. Okay, Werenski's still on the block here. If we want to go out and get a defenseman, the question is, where would he fit? Do we send down Cole Hudson and Werenski's that left D guy? I don't know. If we were to get Werenski... Yeah, don't forget Marchand there. Right side defense. Yeah, that's true. We got 7th overall last year. Sort by trade value. It would cost a lot. We can definitely say that it would cost a lot. Like one of these prospects, Stenberg, Helenius is one of those guys. We'll have to move probably. Christian Knights has been growing very well. Wall, the Hungarian. Peruka. Nesterov, low elite. Like, that would be the trade. It would be Nesterov and a second. I don't know if we need to do it. Let's just do our due diligence and see the rest of the NHL trade blocks as well. There we go. Shout out to this guy, Blodzuk. Simon. Samuel. Oh, no, yeah, of course. We need Simon Benoit. I'm not sorting by block. I'm sorting by defenseman. Oh, I'm sorry. They are a losing team, but I don't think they'd want to move Miro Heiskanen if he's not on the block. Ah. Sorry, everybody. I wasn't thinking there. See, sleepy. Wake up, Data. But why wouldn't they want to trade their top guys? Why wouldn't they want to trade their top guys? But he's young. I get it. Okay, let's keep going. What a shame. What a shame. Montour, Ekblad. Okay. LA, Mikey Anderson. Okay, Minnesota, Montreal. Patty Kane. Is that the scoring veteran for the bottom six? Oh, negative 25. Ooh. Patty Kane, Alex Newhook. Yeesh. Arbor Jack guy there for Sean Avery. Patty Kane's interesting. We know he simulates very well. Seems like an off year here with the Canadians. Newhook does have some temptation to him. You want Chef Jeff, eh, Caleb? Oh, this chair. I'm so glad to be almost done with this chair. So Patrick Kane, keep him in mind. Patty Kane in Montreal. Jack, yeah, he never grows up. Pittsburgh, Connor Brown, 85 overall. This, not the real world Connor Brown, this Connor Brown. That's crazy, Sean. 41 points from him this season. I don't know if I can trust Connor Brown, though. The Leafs are a winning team, we had said. Yeah, won't make sense. And there we have it. So, Montreal getting a scorer from the Canadians might not be a bad idea. Patty Kane on that third line. Is it the right move for us, though? Oh, yeah. Andrew left 25, Caleb left 10, Joe left 699, Dan left 499, I believe. The new chair is being purchased this weekend. Even if we didn't fully fundraise it, the few dollars that I make off of YouTube, aside from the donations, will hopefully cover it, because we need a new chair now at this point. So, if we were to get a guy like Patty Kane, he goes third line right wing. Afanaseyev gets bumped down. He's been looking really good, though. Who gets bumped out of the lineup entirely? Tough call. Yeah, IRL Connor Brown, I don't know what to tell you. Let's go to the deadline. Wrong thing again. I need to wake up a little bit here. Let's go to the... I need to... include Lysell in the Kane deal. That's something. We're going to call ourselves buyers. Let's enter the trade deadline. And I'm going to go... Look, give me like 20 seconds. I'm going to go grab something. Just I got to eat to wake up. Give me 20 seconds as you watch the point leaders on the bottom. All right, there we go. We're going to be eating some Joseph's Nutless Clusters. I made it. Non-Canadian third-line center would be ideal, yes. We see Tyler Toffoli on the block there as well. That's funny, Joe. The chair needs to be... Yeah, this chair has been supporting me since NHL 20. Man, I'm starving. Burned a lot of calories today. Okay. We see Tyler Toffoli on the block. Oh, big trades are happening down at the bottom. Do we bring back Tyler Toffoli? Yeah, that's true. We were talking about Miro Heiskanen, and now we have Jason Robertson on the block. Whoa. Let's take another look around the league now. Sorry to do it again. Okay. But let's do it again. Sorry, where am I going? Proposed trade. Well, other teams are making trades live as it happens here. White Cloud Peak players down there going. Okay, sorting by overall. Who pops up now? Teravainen still was already there. Anybody new? Wierenski's still out here. Even Marchenko. Ooh, Marchenko. 87 overall. Is he Russian? Kirill Marchenko. Expiring deal. 87 overall. 37 points on the year. No. No, thank you. And it takes away my whole trade, of course. Classic. This is another major reason why I don't come in. Keep in mind Marchenko. Keep him in mind. We'll keep looking. Dallas has Robertson, even Yamamoto on the block. Would it be ridiculous to go after Jason Robertson? He's American, so he could never play with McIntyre. But he could always be second line left wing. I don't know. It'd be tough to swing with the American nationality. Who else is on the block out here? Whoa, Sidney Crosby going to the New York Rangers! Shoo! Crazy trades going on down there. Mikey Anderson. Arthur Kaliev. Arthur Kaliev. Whoa, Arthur Kaliev. Oh, he's American too, though. American sniper, Arthur Kaliev. He's having a very good season. Kaliev from the Kings. Even Joe Pavelski. He's trying to get Joe Pavelski a cup? I don't know. No, we haven't re-signed Moore yet. Robo would bump Moore to third line. Alright, tough call. Pavelski, Kaliev. Let's keep looking at all the trade blocks first. Newhook. Marchenko's very interesting. Brian Rust here in Pittsburgh. He's having a very good year. Oh my goodness. 59 points in 64 games for Brian Rust, but again, American winger. American winger. Sean Monahan, Philip Zadina. Zadina has that, what is he, Czech? That would be helpful. 11 goals, 25 assists, but not crazy points. 36 points this year. It's not like that's anything too crazy. Zetterlund. 38 points from him. Swede. Seattle, St. Louis. William Karlsson. We had mentioned William Karlsson earlier. Negative 21, though, this year. Yeah, Zadina, classic. Ovi on the block in Washington. Do we go after Ovi for one last point? Ovechkin. Patrick Kane. Actually, did we see Kane? Was he already taken up? Yeah, I didn't see him on the Canadians. We can even bring back Toffoli. No, thank you, Montreal. Toffoli. Ovechkin. Marchenko. There are some interesting options for us. Do we bring back Toffoli? Ovi giving those Ottawa vibes. Or do we even look further at Jason Robertson? Let me know your thoughts here while I take another bite of this. Hobbsy says Robertson. Toffoli if the story fits. Ovi. I got one vote each. Ovechkin is 42. Your favorite Canadian. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I was munching on Joseph's Nutless Clusters. No, that's too crazy of a deal there, Winnipeg. You want way too much. You can't get a Robertson very often. You're right. But how does he simulate is my question. How does he simulate? I don't know. To pay that much money for a guy who's just about point per game, or a little less even? I don't know. Plus, he's American. He'll never be able to play with... All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back a couple nights later after the power went out in the last one. Welcome, Slim. Welcome, everybody. We'll be finishing off the season. Thankfully, when the power went out, the autosave brought us back to February 27th. So right before the trade deadline, we were thinking about Robertson, Ovechkin, Toffoli. We can do that all over again, headed towards the trade deadline. Just a quick reminder for you of where we are at this point. We are 33, 22, and 8. We were struggling a little bit, but we've been coming along nicely. Let's see. We were 19, 16, and 6, but in the first half, but in the second half so far we've been 14, 6, and 0 in the last 20 games. I think that's what the stat was. So that being said, in the entire NHL, we're currently in 9th, 105 points. Remember, of course, in our wins are worth 3. Excuse me. 33, 22, and 8 is the record. Our power play has been pretty good as well. 21.6, yeah, 4th best in the league. Part 26, exactly, Landon. And our opponent kill at 84.9 is also among the best in the league as well. So the special teams have been doing well. But when we look at our points, sorry, I backed out a bit too fast. Our captain, Elias Lindholm, really has turned it on in the second half. He's at 76 points right now. Panarin, 72. McIntyre, 43 goals, 64 points, also from Fiala. Perfetti, Moore. Now, some people were starting to say, do we sell Girard? But he has really turned it around. I got to give it to him. Here's a negative what? Negative 10? He's a plus 13 now. I hear you, Gen Z. I see you. I think the biggest issue with Robertson would just be the trade value that needed to get him, but we'll take a very good look at him. Fabian Lysell, he's also been turning it around a little bit too. Fabian Lysell, what's up with his pace right now? If I break out the calculator, his pace divided by 63, 36. That's a 46 point pace. Is that it? Hey, sorry, 82 divided by 63 multiplied by 36. Yeah, 47 point pace for Fabian Lysell. Yeah, he has been. You got to give it to him. He's been very much better. Guliev 36 as well. Oh, sorry, Slim. His defensive Corsi is here 1.241, and his even strength wins above replacement ratio is 16. There you go. Hope that helps you out, Slim. So Otto Stenberg, War Master, welcome aboard. How it's going, Data? Just dropping in to say hi. Going back to where I was in the series, of course, of course. Thank you, War Master. Appreciate you dropping in and saying hello. Leave a like if you haven't already, everybody. Hit that. Well, actually, what I'm going to ask you to do is leave a like on the actual upload, whether you watched it or not. When it gets uploaded this weekend, I'm going to take the 6 live streams and put it in one video. So Otto Stenberg's been looking good. He's, the third line has become our fourth line, and vice versa. The fourth has become our third. Afanasiev's at 25. Cole Hudson has been the one struggling. 25 points, negative 16 for the 85 overall. Slim's going to buzz for that. So that's been a big issue, we have to admit. That's why he's been playing a lot of third pair. But we have on the first unit power play is only 3 power play points. I don't know how that makes sense. Playing 18:08 of ice time per night. I don't know what to say about that. Jalen Ramirez has picked it up, though, 22 points plus 18. Helenius, 21 points. I'm tempted to put him down in the AHL. Owen Beck, Bizu at 20. Kapanen, 17. Pesci, 14 plus 14. Romanov, 13. You just traded for Lysell? Really? Wow, this is the end of year number 5, War Master. 2027-28. Drew Doughty in 16 games has 6 points as a plus 2. What a legend. And Cunnin 6 points in 12 games that he has played. For goaltending, Kosa is 29, 18, and 5 at the moment with a shutout. 889 save percentage, though, and 3.5 goals against. We traded for Jet Greaves from the Blue Jackets. He was down in the AHL, never played an NHL game. He was festering away down there. We traded for him, and he's been 3-2 in 7 appearances, 935 save percentage, and 1.99 goals against average. So Jet Greaves, we moved him out. Moved out Anton Forsberg, brought in Greaves, and here we are. And he's been doing very, very well. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on him moving forward for the number of starts and things like that. Down in the AHL, we see Ryan Suzuki's been doing well. Kisakov, Knight, Mika Haikila. Emelin, we're trying to get growth from a few of these guys. And that's about it. So that's where the team stands at the moment. When we look at our lines right now, and the AHL team is also 32 and 30, I believe, we just saw. If you look at the line combinations at the moment, we see that, as I just mentioned earlier, the third has become the fourth, and the fourth has become the third, and that's been working okay. If we were to go out and get a top 6 forward or somebody else, that would push somebody out of the top 6, maybe Trevor Moore onto the third line, but Trevor Moore's been okay. 45 points in 59 games. That is an 82 game pace of 63 points. So that's just fine for what Trevor Moore does. He helps to give that line the +5 and everything. So it would mean probably Helenius down to the AHL and Trevor Moore out of the top 6. So it depends if it's going to be a long-term guy or not. And yes, you're right, Jenzy McKenzie. Knights did grow. I think he was a 73 if I'm not wrong. And I think Emelin may have been a low 70s, but they're both 75 right now, Emelin and Knights. So good to see growth from them. When it's so hard to get growth sometimes. Okay. So, we're going to go to the trade deadline, and we're going to see how things look there, and we'll see if it's still all the same players who are on the block. Should be pretty similar as we go towards... Yeah, they wanted to give us Askarov. The Predators want to move Askarov's in a deal that would get Pesci back the other way. Welcome aboard, Mark. Thanks for joining us. But that's not what we're really looking at right now. Bringing in an elite goalie isn't really what we're trying to do with our trade value. So we are definitely buyers for the trade status, and we're going to enter the trade deadline here. Let's see it. All right, so I would assume the same names are here. Yes. Yeah, same names: Robertson, Montour, Ekblad, Toffoli, Werenski. Yeah, we're thinking about Werenski as well for the defense. Marchenko is another one we were thinking about. Comfort, Hervinen, Crosby, Texier. Yeah. So, for example, we've already looked at a lot of these guys, so keep them in mind. Robertson, Toffoli, Werenski, Marchenko, and Ovechkin were the main ones. If I were to say, let's look at a deal for Jason Robertson, he's on the block. That's an opportunity that comes around once in an entire franchise mode. He is looking good. He's simulating well enough around point per game, but as a 92 overall who would demand that trade value and a huge contract, I'm not sure if we could excuse 11, 12 million for a guy who's just around point per game. That being said, we definitely want to explore the possibility, but I don't think we have the trade value, if I'm speaking honestly here. And as well, if Ryan Rubrick is going to be in our top 6 next year, then who's moving out of the top 6? If Robertson and Rubrick are in the top 6 next season, is it Panarin and Moore who are moving out? I don't know. I know, well, he's on a horrible team this year. But I see what you're saying, Gen Z. I'm not saying he's not worth it. I'm saying the bigger issue is the trade value. It would have to be a big deal in which we're moving like Cole Hudson or one of our major prospects, something like that. We wouldn't be able to just cobble together some value. We could move our first-round pick if you would like. So if I use my first-round pick, even Philadelphia's second-round pick, we're not even getting close to being in the right ballpark. We're still having to add massive value. So if I were to say someone like, yeah, even Cole Hudson, I think even then we're not really close. Now, Slim's muted, so life can go on. If Panarin isn't a guarantee to return, Marchenko could fit. Yes, I hear that as well. So yeah, if Hudson's not even getting it that much there either, we still have to add another piece. Let's say, just throwing names out there, Brett Pesci. Like, this would be getting close to value. A first, a second, and 2 roster players. So I don't think we can swing it for Jason Robertson. Now, yes, it is true that Panarin's going to be on his way out sooner rather than later. That would open up a spot. But, Rubrick is already that guy who's kind of coming in. It would be another spot like a Trevor Moore coming out. So this is something I want to look at, actually. So good timing. The Jets also want to move Tyler Toffoli. So they want Haikila and Mugli. I wouldn't really want to move those 2 guys. But Tyler Toffoli is someone who has had fantastic success with us. He had 93 points in 82 games. He was our MVP with 27 points in 24 games. We eliminated Toffoli and the Jets last year in a 7-game series. He had 102 points last year. He's at 50 points this year. So we know that Tyler Toffoli can do great things, but he is Canadian. He wouldn't be able to play with Cole Perfetti. We have to find him somewhere in the lineup. I think that would be possible. Zadina just got traded. He was another guy who was on the block. So Toffoli does speak to me, I have to admit. 50 points on the year, but we'd have to give up 2 kind of big prospects. Moving Gerard for Werenski. I don't know about that either, because think about it here. I don't dislike it. But let me give you the devil's advocate here, Mila. Let me speak to you from that point of view. Let's see Werenski here, and let's say I'm putting Gerard here. So, Sam Gerard has more trade value. He's locked into a contract that's less expensive for 5 more years after this one, and he's shown the ability to be a 60, 70, 80 point guy, even if he's not always on that pace. He's in the 60s this year, which is still not bad at all. He's also signed to a big extension, which would likely include some sort of form of a no-movement clause. Would he want to go to the below 500 Blue Jackets, and we pick up Werenski, who's like a 30-point guy, who has a bad plus-minus historically, even if it is on bad Blue Jackets teams. So yes, it's not the trade value. We could add Marchenko, absolutely. It's more that I don't think Gerard would waive whatever no-trade clause he has, nor would we really want to move him when he's been picking up the pace in a deal. You are right. We did sign Gerard to maybe trade him, but I don't think he would want a trade to a below 500 team. It would have to be a team that interests him. So if I did want to get Marchenko in there as well, the trade value makes a lot more sense. Then you have to add value on our side as well. And they don't even want Gerard, technically. I'm sure that they'd want to listen to him. So if I add a first, this would probably happen. Gerard and a first for Werenski and Marchenko, but that's a player who's been here for all 4.5 years, signed on for 5 more for 2 expiring deals. I don't think we can do it. I see the argument, but with the no movement clause to be taken into consideration and just the straight up term, I don't think we can do that. Now, that being said, I still would be interested in Marchenko. Marchenko, 14 goals, 23 assists, 4.5-star shooting sniper. He's making cheap money. He's historically doesn't seem to sim super well, but I don't know about the ice time. Yeah, this year he has good ice time. 37 points in 63 games. I don't know. I gotta say, Ovi has been speaking to me. Ovi is speaking to me a lot. I know it's cheese to always for franchise modes to look at Ovechkin, but I do think that the storyline fits. The storyline for Ovechkin would fit. He's 85 overall, 42 years old. He wants one last shot at a cup. But the Capitals are a winning team. They're sellers, but they're a winning team, so I don't think they move Ovechkin. You know what? I didn't keep in mind the Capitals' trade record. So you know what? I think Ovechkin's out then. If the Capitals were a losing team, it would make sense. But yeah, if they're a winning team, they're not moving Ovechkin. So I think I have to say Ovechkin's out as well. If we make a move for a forward, we have to move Lysell for the roster spot. Well, actually, Hellenius would probably go down to the AHL, so keep that in mind too. Teravainen to the Kings in a deal. So let's go back to the big trade board here. All these guys are still available. No, Toffoli was sold. Toffoli got traded. Oh, and then Marchenko just got traded too. Wow. Look at that timing. Oh my goodness, that goes quick. Trade summary. We were just looking at him. Marchenko to the Flames with Tarasov for 2 seconds and a prospect. Whoa. And Toffoli went to the Rangers for 2 prospects and a second, it looks like. Wow. And Ovechkin went to the Coyotes. Oh, what a joke. He tried to hold to realism, and he goes to the Coyotes. I hate you. I hate you, game. Who else were we thinking about? Who was the other player we were thinking about? I forgot who the other player we were thinking about was. So let's see the trade blocks at this point now. I'm sorry that this is taking a while, but Texier got sold too, I think. Hobbsy. Who else is out here at this point in the day? We're getting close to the trade deadline at noon. Noon Pacific. A new goalie? No, Mark. Well, hold on. We don't need to leave yet. Let's just check the trade blocks. Werenski. Comfer is still out here too. JT Comfer is still on the block. 41 points in 65 games. I think JT Comfer has value. But he has a fair amount of trade value that would have to make it happen as well. Kale Yamamoto. Corpusalo. Yeah, we'll definitely go trade for Corpusalo. Yamamoto. Expiring deal on him as well. Was Pacioretty to the Devils? Is that what just happened? Or you say, hold on, Joe, you saying real world or are you saying down at the bottom? Oilers. Hey, crazy. Perfect timing. Montour and Ekblad both on the block here in Florida, but the defense, I think, is fine. Our defense is good. Yamo does seem like a good deal. Okay, I thought you were saying in the real world for a second. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, 45 points in 69 games is not bad. Yamamoto, he's a playmaker. 90 passing. American, though. That's the problem. He'd have to be on the third line. It wouldn't be a horrible thing. We want scoring. We want scoring. Like what we got. Oh, here's Pavelski. Hold on. Pavelski, the Kings. Okay, Joe Pavelski could be something for us. The Kings are a losing team. Pavelski's 43. This could be a good veteran guy for the bottom 6. Joe Pavelski might be our guy. Pavelski might be our guy. Of course, Drouin, legend. Data 72 Hall of Fame nominee, Jonathan Drouin. Pavelski. No, I don't want... Woo! Haikila, Mugli, and Gerda for Crosby, Rust, a 3rd and a 4th. But why not? If we can send down Hellenius and get a veteran in the bottom 6, I think a veteran in the bottom 6 would go a long way, Gen Z. Plus, the trade value isn't very high either. I don't think it would hurt to go after him. I not rookie. Sorry, skaters matching the block. And Patty Kane. We saw Patty Kane as well. Even less trade value, but even less not doing as well. Yeah, but I want to get him off the 4th line. I want to get Hellenius off the 4th line and into the AHL top line. I know he's playing okay, but I'd rather him get more minutes. Crosby. How are the Penguins doing? The Penguins are a fringe team. I don't think Crosby leaves even a fringe team, though. I don't know about Crosby. Would it be crazy? I don't know. There's Kane, Pavelski, and Crosby are all interesting to me, I guess, eh? Would they be open to moving Crosby? Kane, Crosby, Pavelski. Oh, that keeps popping up. No Sonny Milano. I gotta go back to it again. Oh, this game. Clock is ticking. Crosby's there, yeah. Okay, that they just... Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Zetterlund in San Jose. Negative 27, oh my goodness. Zucker... That's crazy, eh, Joe? That's true. If we get Crosby, then Crosby and Ovi would have changed teams for the first time on the same day. Rust or Duchesne also seem realistic enough. So it comes down to Pavelski, Kane, or Crosby. Let me just back out one more time so nothing gets... so we can just reset if someone's been traded. So Pavelski, let's look at it one more time. Pavelski, trade value is not too high. Yeah, very low actually. Pavelski, very low trade value, 82 overall. Good numbers, 39 points for his age at 43, 78 points last year. Big Joe Pavelski wants one last shot at a cup. I could see it. In Montreal, you got Patty Kane. Simulating a lot worse, though, so maybe we don't want to go after Patty Kane. Because, I don't know, negative 25 and 29 points. I don't know, negative 25 is tough, too. Yarncrow is also interesting, but Patty Kane, He fits line 1 according to Ryan Goldie's schemes, which is good. We're into the final hour. We got to make decisions here. Pavelski, does he have a fit? Line 3, maybe. And then the Penguins. Rust looks good. Crosby has the most value for good reason. 40-year-old Crosby at 77 points in 64 games. Vintage Sid. Can we get him to 2,000 points on our team? No, 39 points away. Probably couldn't get that. We're into the final hour now. Matt Duchesne. Okay. We fit line 1. And Crosby, what fit would he have? Line 3. That's where we would want to play him. Crosby line 3 is where we would want to play him. Let's start looking at a deal for Sid. Let's just start looking at it. Let's start looking at it. Sidney Crosby. Could we move like a second-round pick for Sid? No, it probably cost at least... It could probably cost a first for Sid. Let's be realistic here. Get Crosby another cup. A first for Sid. That would probably be the deal that we're looking at here. Are we okay with a first for Sid in a year in which we're going hard for a cup? Would it be okay to say a first for Sid? That's what Stanley Cup winning teams do. I always want to keep our firsts, but it's going to be a late first. There's not much we could send back. Unless it's some sort of low elite prospect or something. Like a second and a low elite prospect, but I don't think that would make sense either. For his offensive output, you would think a first is like a... Just to get you in the door, you have to offer them a first, right? So I'm going to say with the 7th, let's see what they say. It's sweet and just a touch, so a first should get it done. Do we send Lysell into the final half hour? Please don't tell me Crosby getting traded. Okay. That'd be crazy. Gotta be careful. They would want Lysell, but Lysell's been good. We're going to decide on Lysell in the offseason if we have to. Crosby for a first. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Deadline day deal. Thank you very much, Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby, welcome to Pittsburgh. Bisous. Now, Beck's going to go fourth line center. At least for now. We'll decide on Beck and Lysell in the offseason, I think. Sidney Crosby, welcome to San Francisco. Given the honorary rank of captain automatically, Sidney Crosby, welcome to Starfleet. Big deal right there. We have still 20 minutes left to go. Do we look at another deal to get a guy like Pavelski or whatever else? I don't know if we have the value for it. Plus, there's only 15 minutes left. I think it'll be hard to swing a real deadline deal like that. So Pavelski is there. I think Kane would probably lay off, but I'd still be interested in Pavelski, I have to admit, for depth at what he's asking for the trade value on him. Like, could we trade a late pick for Pavelski? I wouldn't mind. Yeah, well, hold on. If we can get a good 82 overall for a 6th round pick or something. Hold on. No, I don't want to do this. No. And then hold on. Pavelski. Hold on, 5 minutes left. Picks next season, a 5th in 2029 for Pavelski. Isn't sufficient. 3 minutes. A 4th. Final minute buzzer beater! Let's go at 11:59 for a 4th round pick. Joe Pavelski, welcome to Starfleet. Let's get Pavs and Crosby a cup. I'm okay with getting some good depth. Even if Pavelski doesn't play very much. A 4th round pick next year, that's okay to say. We want to have enough of a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Contingency. Wow, so that was a huge deadline. Huge deadline. What did Hobbsy say? If that bottom trade ticker notification had a Crosby trade before he pulled the trigger, I would have called for another power outage. Okay, Cody Glass going to Buffalo, Texay to the Predators, Askarov to the Blue Jackets, Zadina to the Preds, Toffoli to the Rangers. Yeah, big buzzer beater. Mikey Anderson, Teravainen swapped between the Kings and the Hurricanes. Patches, of course, to the Devils. Kaliev to the Rangers. D'Angelo to the Flyers, back to the Flyers. William Karlsson to the Canucks. Pionk to the Stars. A 1st for Crosby and a 4th for Pavelski. Some deadline day moves from the San Francisco Starfleet. Alex Turcotte on waivers. Top 9 potential, 78 overall. Let's throw him in the AHL. We could use some people in the AHL. Alex Turcotte, why not? Moogly's back and available. He's healthy. Good. Okay, so there's the trade deadline, ladies and gentlemen. Sidney Crosby automatically becomes our top scorer. He will be slotted onto the 3rd line. Here's how we're going to make this work. So Hellenius, he's been good, but I want him to get good ice time with good line mates down in the AHL. I think we're going to say see you next year to Hellenius. We're in a cup push, and I don't want to have to, keep a prospect ice time in mind. So I'm going to say Hellenius is going to go down. Crosby's going to come 3rd line center. The game did best lines. Always, if you go in the trade deadline, I forgot. If you go in the trade deadline, the game does best lines. That's why we don't go into it usually. So Crosby has a good 3rd line fit. Good. Even 1st line, though. What were our lines? Yeah, Doughty's... Okay, so that's... I got to reset a few things here. The game did a few things here. First game against Philly. Very fitting. All the way people are here. In the system, Pavelski... And where's Doughty? And Doughty come up. Who goes down? Yeah, exactly, Landon. Sid and Pavs. No waivers for Stenberg. No waivers for Stenberg. I might risk Nico Sturm instead. Sturm is yet to play this season, so I'm going to risk Nico Sturm on waivers. I know he's German, which is very useful. But I'm going to risk him on waivers, and hopefully we can get a guy like him or him back next season. Yeah, I'm going to risk Nico Sturm going down through waivers. Let's see. All right, he makes it through, thank goodness. Okay. So let's get these lines ready to go now. We had Lysell down here. Beck goes there. McIntyre was here. Perfetti here. Lindholm here. Moore there. Fiala there. So Crosby... And Afanaseyev, Crosby, Pavelski gets a +2. So big 6'4" Igor Afanaseyev is going to play with Crosby and Pavelski. Average age of what here? 27, 40, and 43. Cunnin, Beck, Lysell. Correct? No, Stenberg's got to play. Even Kapanen, I would want him to play. But Cunnin's going to come out, and Stenberg will come in. Otto Stenberg's going to play there on the 4th line, I suppose. Yeah. Unfortunate, but... Yeah, unless we put Pavelski 4th line, but he has a great 3rd line fit. So we'll see how they do first. We'll go from there. We'll see how they do first. On defense, we have Gerard Pesce. What was our defense exactly? And Cole Hudson's up to an 86 overall. How about that? Does anybody remember what our defense was? If we pull up the lines from the last one. Give me a moment here. So I'll make sure the defensive pairings were the same. Average age of 36.6. Oh, we can't do Lysell and Stenberg, eh? Good catch. Yeah, good catch, thank you. First, I just gotta remember, what were the defensive pairings? Oh, I forgot to read Noid's comment, but Noid was just saying about our record, which I mentioned as being 14-6-0. Oh, here they are. I think I got them. It was Gerard Ramirez? Is that what we were doing? Really? Or that when Pesce was injured? No. It was Gerard Pesce, Guliev, Ramirez. Romanov, Doughty. Oh, yeah, it's true. We had scratched Cole Hudson. Yeah. We had scratched Cole Hudson. That's why. Do we give him another chance now that he's an 86 overall? Let's try. Let's give Cole Hudson another chance now that he's an 86 overall. We'll do Hudson, Romanov, and we'll keep Doughty as a healthy scratch for now. Okay, so Gerard Pesce, Guliev Ramirez, Hudson, Romanov. Power play. Hudson is waiver eligible. Is not waiver eligible, sorry. We could put him through without having to use waivers. So now I gotta redo all these lines. What a joke. Crosby can come power play 1, maybe? What's Lindholm's face-offs? 86? And Crosby, 88. So what if Crosby went first power play? McIntyre. A first and a fourth for Crosby and Pavelski between 2 trades, Landon. So McIntyre comes here, Crosby there. Unless it doesn't help because of the X. Yeah, maybe it's better with the X factor. So Lindholm can stay, actually. McIntyre there, Lindholm, Panarin. At the point will be Hudson on that first unit. Hopefully he can do something. And over here will be... Do we put Girard? Or who's here? Crosby. What's Perfetti's face-offs again? 81. So Crosby will go here. How about Perfetti can play make over here? Girard will go here. Here we can have Trevor Moore as well. Trevor Moore over there. And then on this side... Yeah, Fiala was power play 2. That's true. So Fiala will come power play 2. Was Lysell getting power play time? That may have been it for his ice time. Yeah, we'll try... Yeah, we'll give some ice time to Lysell. So distributor will be Girard, finisher, Fiala, puck carrier can be Crosby. +5 on both power play units. Sheesh. And over here we'll put Lysell out there. Give him this 4th line plus first power play. If he's going to stay on this team next season, he's got to show us something, right? So here's his chance. Whoa, hold on. But it goes down to a +2. What if I bring Girard in? It goes back to a +5. Okay, let's do that. Hudson can be on the second unit. So instead of +2, +5, we'll have +5, +4. Yeah, we'll do that. Cole Hudson can play second power play. And Girard on the first. And Lysell can stay and get the +5. Doggy, welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, and let's see here. Distributor is Girard. Finisher is McIntyre. Puck carrier will be Lindholm. Casually joining to us having Crosby. Yeah, the Penguins were a losing team. They wanted to move at the deadline. We made a buzzer beater deal for a first-round pick. It's rare that we move our first, but we want to try and have another run at the Cup, and that is going to go a long way in getting us there. On the penalty kill, I have to fix these penalty kills again. Let's go with Lindholm, Perfetti, I guess. I don't know. McIntyre, Pavelski. And then the third, Beck, Stenberg. And yeah, Hellenius to the AHL. Yeah, that's what we did. Guliev swap with Romanov. No, you need Romanov higher up. No. I'm not going to break my head over it. If it's not working, we're going to fix it later. Let's make sure people are getting the right ice time. Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous, Joe, with Ovechkin going to the Coyotes. Stenberg, I can't give that to you, sorry. Crosby's got to go there. Extra lines. Now, here we go. The extra lines are what matters. 4 and 4. Lindholm, Panarin will be 1. The second will be... Let's go crazy. Let's go Crosby and McIntyre. And the third can be Fiala and Perfetti. McIntyre there. And then Perfetti and Fiala. Good. Then for 3-on-3 lines, Lindholm, Panarin with Girard. Yeah, too bad you can get Sid and Ovi. Lindholm, Panarin, and Girard. Second will be the same thing, but with Guliev, actually. Yeah, Guliev's got to get that. So that's going to be Crosby with McIntyre. Thank you for your patience here, everybody. And then 3-on-3, this one here is going to be Perfetti and Fiala with Hudson. There we go. Whew. That's a good little bit. Extra attacker, Lindholm Panarin, that's fine. Shootout, just the accuracies 89, 89, 88, 90, 94, 94. Crosby, 95, 95. Sheesh. So Crosby will shoot first, then McIntyre. 89, 89, 93, 94. So swap Panarin and Lindholm, and there we go. All right, goaltending. Let's give Greaves the next start in Philadelphia. Kapanen, Doughty, and Cunnin will be scratched, unfortunately. Kapanen can't go through waivers. So there are the lines, ladies and gentlemen, to continue to the last 20 games or so of the season. We're just going to have to best lines it down here as well. So let's just make sure Haikila is going to get top line with Hellenius. Well, Gerard can be that guy, Mila. Hopefully, he can be that guy, so hopefully he can capture it a little bit. Emlyn can go here. Suzuki can go there. Kisakov can go here. No one gets a +1 on that top line? Nobody, of course. Mowgli goes here. Mikkola. Now up to an 80 overall. Wow, Mikkola's going to be in the NHL next year. Juha Mikkola, ready for the NHL next season. High elite potential. Scratch. Does anybody here have to play? Sereda. We want Sereda to play. So, Malatesta will come out then, I guess. Sereda. Hunt, let me check that out. Sereda, try to keep giving me some ice time here. Damon Hunt is medium top 6 at 25 years old. And then just power play, make sure the right people are there. Hellenius on the right, Haikila on the left. And same thing here, let's double up on Hellenius being there. There you go, double up on Hellenius. Okay, wow, what a deadline. So what was it? So far we picked, at the trade deadline, we picked up 2 big veterans, Sidney Crosby for a first-round pick from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Joe Pavelski for a 4th-round pick from the LA Kings. So let's do it, ladies and gentlemen, picking up from game 63 now for us, or 64 now. Sidney Crosby facing his old foes, the Flyers, but this time as a San Francisco Starfleet member, officer that is, at Enterprise Arena, his new home for the end of this season. Let's do it. Leaving Pittsburgh for the first time in his career. He wanted to chase a cup. The Penguins were open to moving him. Let's do it. First period, ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 Starfleet early. Lindholm and Pavelski scoring in his Starfleet debut. We'll check if we play the Penguins. I forgot to mention about Pavelski, of course. 43-year-old Joe Pavelski, one last run at a cup. He scores in his Starfleet debut. Also the honorary rank of captain right out of the gate. 2-0 Starfleet after 20. Second period, 3-1. It's Levshinov and Nguliev both scoring power play goals there. Yeah, it's true. East to west and Crosby following suit. Starfleet legend Hannanen, yeah. 24 saves on 25 shots from Greaves. He's looking good. We have 3 goals on 16 shots. Leading by 2 here in the third period. Power play San Francisco killed off by the Flyers. 5 minutes into the period, we're trying to catch up in the shots, but the Flyers are pulling away 30-21. Power play Philly killed off by that penalty kill by those penalty kill units, and Kevin Fiala extends our lead to 3 for what should be our first win with Crosby and Pavelski in the lineup. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 4-2 Starfleet victory. Greaves allows only 2 goals on 36 shots, so 34 saves for first star honors. Fiala goal and assist. Lindholm with a goal. Let's check out the newcomers here. Crosby with an assist and a +1 with a hit and a shot in 14:25 of ice time. And Pavelski a goal with a shot. 1 shot, 1 goal for him. 6 for 6 on the faceoffs. Look at that. Crosby, or is it 6 and 6? And then Crosby was, I think, 13 and 4, 22 on the faceoffs. Great. 4-2 victory. But you know what I just realized? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized it. That's my bad. I just realized about the 4th line. I had to fix the 4th line. And Doggy comes in with a $4.99. Will this get me my created player for next franchise? No, Doggy! We have to talk about it. Doggy. The next franchise is still a long time away. But if you want one now, I don't know. If I do everyone who gives a $5 donation a player, I'll have a lot of players to make. I don't know, maybe 20 or something? But you've given enough that it's added up to that point, Doggy. So when the time comes, We'll talk about it, but the $4.99 goes into the pot of your donation. I'm not going to forget about it. It goes into the pot of your donations because you've been giving a lot. Thank you, Doggy, for that. I very, very much appreciate it. So Afanaseyev will move down, and I guess Lysell will come up. Let's give Lysell a chance with Crosby and Pavelski. And Afanaseyev, Beck, and Stenberg will be the fourth line instead. Okay. Do we give it? No, we can't go back to Greaves. We gotta rotate him there. We gotta give him a night off. Back-to-back games. Now we're facing the Jets, the team we eliminated in round number 1 in 7 games last year. In round number 1, the second place Jets. Mila's given enough as well. That went towards the new microphone fund that I'm speaking into right now. The next fund is the new chair fund. I'm buying a new chair this weekend. The days of my now it won't squeak, you chair, squeak. Now it won't squeak. It always squeaks all the time. Now the days of my squeaky. There we go. Hey, then I speak too much. And then Hobbsy with the 5. Go get your new chair. Hobbsy with the rare dono. Hobbsy gives enough of his time, so I appreciate that. Hobbsy with the 5. It's all going towards the chair. Back-to-back donos. Now we got to get a big win here. Back-to-back donos. We're going for a big win here against the Jets. Tyler Toffoli, he got traded. So now let's just face the Jets, one of our rivals so far in this series. Let's do it for the couple of donos here. First period, 2-0 Starfleet. Perfetti and Pavelski. 2 goals in 2 games from Joe Pavelski. Kosa too busy making mimosas. I'm not sure what chair I'm going to get, honestly. If anyone has any suggestions, we'll talk about it in the Discord server. And Narf, you're exactly right. Microphone, chair, next up is the holodeck. Hey, Mark, I won't say no. But you know what, Mark? If you're really going to do that, if you're serious, we'll do an e-transfer. If you're going to do a big dono like that, it would be better if there aren't fees attached. Oh, you want the old chair? It's going to go in the Hall of Fame. This folding chair, I've been using it since NHL 20. Okay, sorry, so 2-0 after 20. Second period, 2-1. Zach Aston Reese scores the first on Kosa. Shots are 22-19 for Starfleet, and we're up 2-1. Chair for free. And then, hold on, 2-2 Velarde. That's true, eh, Hobbsy? I think so. I think you had donated once for the J Fresh cards when we did the server subscription. Lysell makes it 3-2. Welcome to the third line. But then Hanola ties it at 3. 5 minutes left here in this one. Tied in the shots, tied in the score. Final minute. Is there a hero? Yes, there is! It's Sidney Crosby! Sid, the adult Sid, the kid Crosby! 40 years old, and his first goal as a member of Starfleet is the game-winning goal with 8 seconds left. You can't write this! Shots end 33-29, and Sidney Crosby scores his first goal as a Starfleet officer, and it's a game winner. 4-3 San Francisco. Starfleet takes it. Guliev 3 assist night. Lysell enjoys time on the third line. Wow! Big win. Mark, hey Data, my brother's giving me a new chair for free. I can send it to you. Whoa! Okay, Mark, we're going to talk after the stream. Buddy. Sidney Clutchby, let's go. Mark just keeps becoming more and more of a legend. Okay, let's, you know what? Let's go see one more game against the Blues, because they're I think the best team in the league at 140, no, the Avalanche are, eh? The Blues only have 114 points. The Avalanche are what? The Avalanche are 50, 17, and 3? What? But let's go see the 40, 22, and 4 Blues. Then we'll go to the calendar. First period, Brett Pesce, there he is. Second period, 2-0, Fabian Lysell. 2 goals in 2 games since we moved him up to the third line with Crosby and Pavelski. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for him. Cole Perfetti makes it 3-0. Throw the confetti for Cole Perfetti. I remember, Doggy, I remember. 3-0 Starfleet, power play San Francisco, killed off by the Blues. Into the final 5 minutes with a 3-0 lead. That should be enough for the win, but Saad will break the shutout, unfortunately. Power play Blues late, and we hang on for the victory. 3-1 the final. Kosa makes 27 saves. Nice to see that. Guliev, 3 assist night again. Back-to-back 3 assist nights from Guliev, and a goal from Lysell. There you go. Wow. Yeah, there's the squeaky. There you go. There's that. Oh, there it is. There's that squeak. There's that squeak. Classic. I can't wait to retire this chair. I love it, but I can't wait to retire it. All right, so we're 3-0 since the deadline. Let's get to some calendar simulation now. Hopefully it wasn't just in the slow sim. We don't see the Penguins, eh? No Penguins for the rest of the regular season. Let's just simulate and see what happens. Let's do it. In Florida, 4-3 loss, hosting the Oilers, 6-3 win. Owen Beck fractured jaw. Great. All right. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say, keep an eye out, and Crosby, 87 overall for 87. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's Canucks episode. I'll upload this Starfleet episode as one episode as soon as I can, whether it be Saturday or Sunday. But keep an eye out for tomorrow. We'll have the second half of the 2028-29 season with the Canucks. 6-0 win, 5-1 win. Mizan, away. Keep it going. Let's go. Ottawa Senators on the road facing them. 5-2 win, 3-2 shootout win. Let's keep it going. No need to stop here. The Dallas Stars have fired their head coach, Andrew Cogliano. Owen back to full health. We got Kapanen back in the lineup, which I enjoyed seeing. But let's get back to basics here. So Kapanen, yeah, looking good, buddy. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more ice time this year. Owen Beck is going to be back in the lineup. Let's keep going. Gotta pause the thing. 4-3 win, 4-1 win. And then Joe comes in with a 699. Data Hall of Fame, induct that chair. Yes, we will, Joe. Yes, we will. Thank you very much, Mighty Joe Maple, with a mighty donation. That's going straight to the chair. I can't wait to be able to put this one behind a thick pane of glass in the Smithsonian. And we can say goodbye. I loved him, but it's time to say goodbye. Let's go see the Ducks. The Ducks are a very good team. Joe, appreciate you, buddy. You are a medium franchise gem. Bruins fire their head coach, Corbin Matsumoto. 4-2 win, 5-2 win. Mizan. Yeah, I'm sure it's the same Andrew Cogliano. That's it. Joe just went up to you there, doggy. No. All right, here we go. First period against the Mighty Ducks. I didn't even mean to... coincidentally, I didn't even mean to say that. The Mighty... Anaheim Ducks, I meant to say, but the Mighty Ducks. 1-0. Our captain, Elias Lindholm, putting us up in the first. Second period, Fiala and Afanaseyev make it 3-0 San Francisco, more than doubling the shots, 28-12 through 40 minutes. Let's just call it. 5-1 the final. Athanasiou gets one, but then Lindholm empty netter. Pesce on even strength again. 5-1 Starfleet. We have been on a tear since the deadline. Let's keep on going towards the end of the season here, ladies and gentlemen. What an end to the year. 4-2 win against Vegas. Can we get the last 3 wins for 50? No, 4-2 loss, 6-3 win, and now we have one more chance here. No, we're not necessarily raising money, but I just said donation. I'm buying the chair this weekend, so any donations would go to that. Then up next would probably be MLB The Show 24. So last game of the season, Lindholm hit 100 points! Woo-hoo! Wow. All right, last game of the season, ladies and gentlemen, at home hosting the Blackhawks. Which goalie do we want to see? Kosa or Greaves? Yeah, we want to see more from Kosa. Come on, Kosa. You got to give us a good performance here. No, I'll buy the chair. I'll buy the chair this weekend, I think. I'm quite positive. JP, if you're gonna send something big, I know that you've been known for that. Be careful. I don't want to see big numbers from you. I want to see reasonable numbers if you're doing something. So be careful, JP. Don't make me angry. Don't be so generous that I get angry. If anything, you could send it to the. I think we had discussed the Venmo, right? Or did we discuss? I think so. I had sent you the Venmo link there that one time. I know. Most likely. Most likely. Oh, that's because Mark. Oh, that's true because Mark might be doing that. So if Mark were to get me a chair, all donations from tonight and from the last few streams would be going to MLB The Show 24. And if not that, then NHL 25. It's always going towards something. YouTube videos by themselves don't make a ton, so the donations go into a big pot, and I dip into that whenever there's some sort of purchase to make, which isn't always, but it's in there. And then here comes, oh my goodness, Narf and then Mila back to back. Been a while since I helped with the microphone. And then Mila, here's for emotional support for the next week. Oh my goodness, we got to end it off with a big win. The Dono Frenzy's coming in. It's not even the annual fundraiser. Relax. Okay, perfect, Mark. We'll talk more. It's not even the annual fundraiser. Wow, thank you, everyone. Narf with the 30. So very much appreciated. Narf, long-time viewer. Much love to you, my friend. And big love to Mila as well, who's already given more than enough. You're all incredible. I'm glad that we're able to have such a great community. We're able to come together and have that fun. For as much entertainment as you provide, it's at least I or we can do. Thank you, JP. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, I will check that, Gen Z. Yes, you got to answer, dog. You got to answer the call. All right, first period, 0-0. Second period, 1-0. Kevin Fiala on the power play. Do it for the viewers. Come on, Starfleet. Marner with the power play goal. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Narf. Power play goal from Panarin to put us up 2-1. We have a 1-goal lead here. Power play Blackhawks killed off. And then, this Ryan scores just as we go onto the power play. 2-2 game. Power play Starfleet, though now into the final 10 minutes. No! Demidov scores with 5 minutes to go. Let's hop in. I know it's going to be ugly to see the AI, but let's hop in for the final 3.5 minutes. Yeah, Marner, unfortunately, he was never on the block. The trade value wouldn't work, but I hear you. 94 overall Marner playing with Connor Bedard. I don't think they would have wanted to trade him. Let me take a sip of water for the first time here. My goodness. Sid, frankly, I'm waiting for 16 franchises so we can do the data Tournament of Champions. Ooh, that's true, JP? That's true. That's coming soon enough. Hey, by the way, everybody, don't forget to get your votes in for the Data 782 Hall of Fame. Let me go ahead and make sure that that is in the... I'm going to put it in the live stream right now. The voting closes tomorrow night. Bedard in tight scores. Nah, it's Connor Bedard. No, we want to get one last dub. Come on, boys. With the A on his chest. Connor Bedard's 25th of the season. Buying out Slim's contract. Here's the link for the Data 782 Hall of Fame. If you haven't cast your ballot yet, get it in ASAP. We're still missing a good amount of ballots compared to last year. So I'd like to see a few more. So like the first 4 or 5, I think the top 4 or 5 are pretty clear. It's that 6th position that has a 5-way tie. I think last time I looked we were at 72 ballots, Joe. Certainly would free up some cap space, yeah. Yeah, we were at 70, now we're at 72. Verhaeghe stopped by Kosa, and here's Pesci. Oh, we get slash power play coming up. Here's McIntyre. 3 minutes ago, we have a power play coming up. Avery McIntyre. He gets poked, that's touch. Okay, so we have a power play coming up. Let's check the tripping slider. Let's make sure we're at aggressive shooting. Let's see if we can get something going here at the end to have a little bit of fun with this. Well, the donos coming in here. Let's have a little bit of fun. I know it's a long stream, which you can make a long episode on the re-upload, but I think for a night like this, let's have a little bit of a special occasion, right? So let's go up to the shoot. Oh, for sure. I cast my own ballot too. I'm not gonna lie. I cast my own ballot, and it was really hard to decide. For someone who's been there for every storyline, it was really hard to decide. I love those NHL 18 guys as much as the NHL 23 guys. Okay, that's done there. That's it. Not for the long stream, just for the long upload that it'll be afterwards. Where am I going? Settings. Settings. Controller battery is low. I think we should make it though. Sliders. Sliders. It's still good. Yes, it's down to 20. Okay, so it's, yeah, that looks like it's locked in long term now. I don't need to go and fix it every time now. Right. Alright, so Carter Verhaeghe getting 2 for slashing. We're on the power play now. Second unit's going to start it here with Crosby on the dot. Here we go. A few last squeaks from the chair. Here we go. Offensive zone draw. Crosby on the dot. We're 2 for 4 on the power play tonight. Crosby wins it back to Lysell. Moore. Gerard. Trying to put it in tight. Off a defenseman. What's going on in the crease? Whoa. A pass that turned into a shot, and then it bounced off a defenseman. Whoa. But Comesso hangs on with 2:51 to go. All right. Offensive zone draw once again. Crosby wins it back to Gerard. Fiala on net. Glove save Comesso. Very good. Do I put the first unit out? I guess we'll put first unit out. Crosby's winning those draws, but I want to get McIntyre, Panarin, Lindholm. Yeah, I want to get those guys out too. Let's see this now. Offensive zone draw is lost. Come on. Shillington's going to dump it down. Let's go. Patsin. Patsin, Fabien. Lysell. Up to McIntyre. Here we go. Let's change the defense. McIntyre, and that goes offside. Great. So anticlimactic. Love the uniforms. Probably not enough time to get back into the game, but I'd love to see just one goal before we end off the season. Yeah, you're exactly right, Doggy. AI, brutal AI. Off the draw, can't get possession. Radish is going to dump that in. Picking it up now. Here's Panarin across to McIntyre. Now here's Lindholm. Lindholm into Chicago territory. Slips by his man on net. Stopped by Comesso. Starfleet and Canucks are 13 and 14. I think Canucks were 13. I think the Canucks were 13 and... No, sorry. I think the Canucks were 14 and Starfleet was 15, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and count. McIntyre, little move on net. Oh, just misses blocker's side. Comesso was reaching for it. Here's Lindholm again, entering back in Chicago territory. McIntyre, get in front, McIntyre, come on. To the point. Perfetti! Stopped by Comesso. Back in the corner is McIntyre. Perfetti across to Hudson. From the point, takes a deflection. Hudson behind the net to Panarin, getting that offensive zone pressure. Here we go. I forgot to pull the goalie, too. Now the goalie's getting pulled, but it's a bit late. Sorry. Oh. Okay, now we can do it. We'll have a 6-on-4. Sorry, I got so caught up in the moment I forgot to pull the goalie. So 6-on-4 now. My apologies. Crosby on the dot now. Come on, Sid. We need you. Big win from Sid. Let's go. Sid wins it back. Lysell. Panarin. Girard! Can't get... Hits our own guy. Panarin. Crosby. Lysell. Girard again blocked out by our own guy for a second time. And Caleb Jones will... I think... Or is it Seth Jones there? It's probably Seth Jones. Probably. Yeah, of course. Luostarinen just misses the net. Minute 17 to go. Lysell skates full speed into the glass. Moore. Over to Crosby. Crosby to Fiala now. He sets him out. Fiala's fighting against Jones. Yeah, it's Seth Jones. Broken up by Panarin. But Comesso, easy save, puts it right on him. And Comesso hangs on. Let's keep Crosby out. On Crosby winning those draws. Chicago taking a timeout here. Face-offs are pretty even. Costin and Nazar are out. Crosby, Moore, Fiala, Perfetti, Lindholm, and I think Hudson are out. There you go. It is 14 and 15, so the next one is 16. Thank you, Hobbsy. Perfetti just keeps it in the zone with a big jump, but then Coolmans breaks up that pass. Oh, too bad. Do we have another power play coming up, or is that just empty net already? Here's Crosby. Let's go. On net. Rebound! Oh, Comesso, what a save! Fiala still with it. Perfetti. Nice pass. Scores! Sidney Crosby! We're back in it! Power play goal! Crosby tips it in. Wow. Great passing, keeping it in the zone, and Crosby tips in that point shot from Cole Hudson, and we're still in it. Sid, what a monster. What an absolute monster you are, Sid. Yeah, we're going to timeout, 100% timeout here. Shots are 48 to 33. And we're going to take that timeout right here. We'll wait to pull the goalie. Lieutenant Commander Sidney LaForge. I love it. I love it. Sidney LaForge, let's go. Crosby from Hudson and Perfetti. Let's go. 44 seconds, boys. We can do this. In straight. Come on, pull that goalie. Here we go. Girard in front. Come on, put it on net. Oh, scramble in front. Panarin. Oh, big save, Comesso. 30 seconds to go. Nazar, can he get it out? Yes, he does to Jeannot. Barbanov scores. Oh, too bad. Big challenge. I don't know what the PS5 ones are taking on. Custom roster at the back. Yeah, that would be a big challenge. That would be something, Hobbsy. For anyone who wants to make a custom roster on PS5 of all the teams and legends from those teams. Now, I don't think the ballot's missing a team. Let me count it here. While we're watching it here, Montreal, Brooklyn, Anaheim, Honolulu, Buffalo, Minnesota, Ottawa, Columbus, Seattle, Philadelphia, that's 10, San Jose 11, Pittsburgh 12, is it because I'm thinking of, oh, Jeannot off the post, and then I just went in front. Yeah, I think you counted it right. Did I count wrong? Or did I? Maybe I did. And we lose the game, of course. But maybe it's because I'm including the 4-episode Sharks series on NHL 20. Is that why I was thinking of that? Hobbsy, what did you count to get to 14? So the Blackhawks win the last game, unfortunately. The shots were 49 to 35, but unfortunately we couldn't get it done. That late goal from Sid was nice, at least. That was great to see. Someone's miscounting somewhere. Am I not adding a series? I don't know. Okay, so has everyone played 82 games? Yes, they have. Okay, so let's look at the point totals now, ladies and gentlemen. We end with 48 wins on the year. Is that a franchise record? Oh, you included the double sharks, right? You included double sharks. Is that it? Maybe that's why. But I didn't include them on the ballot because it was only 4 episodes. It was hard to really get anything from there. So we had a big late push to leapfrog the Ducks and win our division. Wow. Big to win the Hollywood division. Let me pull up the sheet here. Okay, I think that must be it then, Hobbsy. So we win the Hollywood division for the 3rd time in 5 years. Yes, no, yes, no, yes. On and off every season. And 48 wins. We were 48, 22, and 12. So this wouldn't be our best season. It would be our second best technically at 48, 26, and 8. Gotcha. Double sharks. Check. Can we count that one for the tourney? We could. But how do you include them twice, right? Yeah, okay, let's look at the entire league now. So in the whole league, the Avalanche, they had 50 wins. They ended with 57, all right? 57, 22, and 3, 164 points. We finished 3rd best in the NHL, 48, 26, and 8 with 149 points. Great season, 3rd best in the league, coming off of a Stanley Cup. 23.4% power play for 3rd best in the NHL, and a penalty kill of 84.1 for what? 8th best in the NHL? All right, 8th best in the NHL for the penalty kill. So great season from us here in San Francisco. Let's see the point totals now. Elias Lindholm, the first 100-point season in franchise history. Oh my goodness, look at these totals. 100 points from the captain, Elias Lindholm, his first 100-point season of his career as well. Hats off and take a bow. Captain, our captain. Sidney Crosby, what did he do with us? Point per game. 19 points in 19 games with a +5 while playing 14-27 of ice time. Sidney Crosby, worth the first-round pick. Point per game, 96 points for Sid at 40 years of age. Panarin, 92 points. That's what we signed him for. 82 last year, 92 this year. That is why we signed him. Well done to Artemi Panarin. Kevin Fiala, point per game, 82 points. That was a total just missed on the radar. Kevin Fiala with a very quiet 82-point season. Point per game, how about that? Really what we love to see. Glad we acquired him for what we did when we did. Avery McIntyre ends with 48 goals and 79 points. Pasa in Retro Bowl, I just won my 10th Retro Bowl. Not sure what the Retro Bowl is, but good for you, Jonas. 79 points. Yeah, new career high by 1 more point, so slowly improving every year. 72, 78, 79, a +21, and a career high in ice time to Avery McIntyre. Cole Perfetti, 72. Trevor Moore, 59. Sam Girard. Oh, okay, Data. I was saying, I'm not sure what past is. Hey, Data. In Retro Bowl, I just won my 10th Resto. Not sure what that is, but good for you, Jonas. Glad to hear. So Sam Girard, that would be great, eh? Sid, what a monster. He improved on last year's 54 points by scoring 59. He was a +26, so that's good. That's okay. That's good from Girard, I'll admit. Fabian Lysell really picked it up. 52 points from Lysell, -4. You know what? We got to give it to him. 37, 47, 52 this year, and less ice time than last year as well. You got to give it to Fabian Lysell. Joe Pavelski, what did he do as a Starfleet officer? 11 points in 19 games, 7 goals and a +7. Yeah, I'm glad we made that trade as well for big Joe Pavelski. Guliev, 46 points in his sophomore season, 33, then 46. Great improvement from him as well. Awesome to see that from Guliev. Very good. Cole Hudson, 35 points, -11. Come on now, Cole. Otto Stenberg, 31 points in his rookie season. Good. Afanaseyev, 29. 15 goals and 29 points from Igor Afanaseyev, who had 13 points last year in 60 games. So, all right. Jalen Ramirez, 26 points and a +23. Owen Beck, 23 points, -8 in 76 games. Maybe it was time to think about trading Owen Beck this offseason. I don't know. Brett Pesce, 20 points and a +27. Oliver Kapanen, 17 points in 64 games and a +4. Romanov, 14 points and a +4. Doughty, of course, 6 points, and Cunnin also. Goaltenders now. Sebastian Cossa ended up going 39, 21, and 5 with 2 shutouts, 896 save percentage, and 3.29 goals against average. Horrible numbers for as good of a team as we are. So does Jet Greaves get game 1 of the playoffs? 8-3 with a 930 save percentage, 2.09 goals against. I don't know. I say we offer Sid an extension after the draft. Yeah, we'll look at that at the end of the episode even. But who gets game 1? That'll be a question for us in the comments. Jet Greaves, what a tank. Now, looking in the entire NHL, how does everybody look here? Nathan McKinnon, 121 points to win and 62 goals to win the Rocket and the Art Ross. We'll, leave the comments. In the league, we finished 3rd. I'll judge by, by the live stream. I'm seeing Kosa, Greaves. Kosa's been very average. I don't disagree, but leave a vote in the comments or in the Discord, and that'll be a good way for us to gauge at the beginning of next episode. For defense, 97 points from Cale Makar. Goalies, Arvid Holm, up to an 86. Who is this guy? He was a 79, wasn't he? Kosa was 2nd in the league in wins, actually, so that's something. Former Starfleet officer Spencer Knight at 2.3 goals against average. That is just ridiculous. With us, 2.9, 2.8. With Ottawa, 2.6, 2.3. Casey DeSmith, look at him, 35 wins, 78 overall. 36-year-old Casey DeSmith got 35 wins. What a tank. We love Casey DeSmith here on the channel. Oh, wow. Who's this guy? Guzda. Mac Guzda. Rookie skaters. Pascal Brodeur, 79 points. Whew. Hagens, McKenna. Do you have anybody up here? No, Cole Hudson at 35 points. Rookie goalies. Kosa's rookie goalie, so maybe he would get some Calder votes. All right. So... that's the season. Do we want to start looking at extent? Let's see who our opponent will be in round number 1. Let's see that. We got to skip the wild card, thankfully, as winners of the division especially. So the wild card will be, we don't get to face the winner of the wild card. We didn't finish in 1st or 2nd. So if we look at the playoff tree here, it's going to be San Jose versus Detroit, and then Buffalo versus Arizona. But we are facing, oh, you see, oh my goodness, the Islanders! We're facing the Islanders again. 2 years ago, they beat us for the Stanley Cup. Last year, we beat them in the semifinal to go and win the Stanley Cup. Now, in the 3rd consecutive year, we face the Islanders in the postseason, but this time in the round of 16 and round number 1. What a rivalry this has been. The New York Islanders are back, and we're facing them in round number 1. Wow, let's check it out here as we advance a few more days, get some more rest in, and here we are, the Islanders, who finished 42, 28, and 12 on the season, 7, 2, and 1 in their last 10 games to end the year. In the AHL, we made the playoffs. That's good. We were 46, 32, and 4. Very nice. We can look at their point totals as well. Yeah, you read my mind, Gen Z. Getting ready to run that playoff motto and mojo back. Yes. Oh, the motto. Yes. I don't even want to say it, JP. I don't even want to say it. We're gonna get next episode. It's gonna be said enough. The Islanders. Here we go. So the Islanders. Tolvanen, former Starfleet officer, and Data 782 Hall of Famer Eli Tolvanen, 87 points. 87 overall, and he had 66 points on the season. Big top 50 Bo Horvat and Wallstrom, Sharon Govich, former Starfleet officer Christian Dvorak, and Kasperi Kapanen, Engvall, Shaw, and Appleton, Fast, Pitlick, and Lee. That's the usual motto, Joe, but that's not the one we're going with. That's, well, maybe one that we go with, but it's not the one that got us the Stanley Cup. That's not the one that got us the Cup. Pellick and Dobson on the first pair, yeah, that elite defensive core. Second pair, Pollock and Matheson. Third pair, Kolyachonok and Mayfield. And between the pipes, it's Ilya Sorokin at a 91. Backed up, of course, by former Starfleet officer and Stanley Cup winner Anton Forsberg. What did he do this season with the Islanders? 4, 7, and 3. Not the greatest numbers. All right. Scratches. They have Matthew Barzal injured. Ooh, Ingram and Pullman there too. So how long is Barzal out? Let's check out the injury report. Matthew Barzal. Just joining. How did Jeff Skinner do on our third line? He actually won the Hart Trophy, Caleb. The Islanders. So Barzal out till May 5th. Oh, that's probably the whole first round. Yeah, it looks like he's out for round number 1. We're going to try and take advantage of that. Broken foot to Matty Barzal. So down in, the wildcard series, what happened here? The Sharks beat the Wings in 3, and the Sabres beat the Coyotes in 2. Ovi and the Coyotes lost in 2. Meanwhile, the Capitals are... Where's Washington? Did they make the playoffs? What? Or am I missing? No, they didn't make the playoffs. Wow. Okay. So they're the playoff matchups. Anything else we want to see? That's probably about it. We can think about the contract extensions headed into next season. We can start thinking about those if you'd like. expiring. So Panarin, Crosby, Pavelski are old players, are older players, are veterans. Panarin's looking at something around that would be like close to $9 million for 1 year. Crosby would want, yeah, he's worth it. He would want somewhere in the 8 millions as well. That would eat up about maybe, I don't know, 16, 17, 18 of our 27 million that we'll have to play with. Trevor Moore would be wanting 6.9. Not bad. It's not bad for who he's been as a player on this team. Pavelski would be wanting, yeah, cheap, but I don't know if he's even going to be here. He'll probably retire. Guliev is going to be an RFA. We could do 2 years on him or maybe go long-term on Guliev. 8 by 5 point something on Guliev, perhaps. I would like to go that, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that on Guliev. That's about it. Other guys. How did Ryan Rubrick do down in the OHL in the end? Ryan Rubrick, 113 points in 58 games. Less games played, more points scored. So Rubrick next year is a lock for the top 9, if not the top 6. Yeah. And goalies, Jet Greaves, if he wants an extension. Yeah, nice and cheap. Limited NHL experience. I think we can go ahead and do that right away at the start of next episode. And the draft class, I'm going to update the scouting as soon as the episode ends. I'm going to go ahead and take care of the scouting. But it's already a decent amount. I did it a bit at the end of last time. Or actually, yeah, it's true. Between episodes, when the power went out, I think I did some updates to it since we've been back. So at least we see some medium elites in there. Any low elites? A lot of 1-bar. Yeah. His only penalty was a fight. That's true. Or maybe it was a 5-minute major for like boarding or something. But there you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is the end of year number 6 in the regular season, at least. I'm going to go ahead and end it early. I don't want to early. I don't want to drag it out any longer. Yes, AHL stats. Thank you, Gen Z. I know because this is being re-uploaded as an episode on YouTube, so the live stream itself will get deleted or at least just made private on the channel, and like the 6 live streams will be put together into one episode, which will be uploaded this weekend. Updates to scouting with no power. So I meant to say, yeah, I meant to say once the power went out, because of the stoppage, I took a moment to update the scouting the next time I went on. That's what I meant to say. So in the AHL, Suzuki, 71 points. He's been a trooper down there. Mika Haikila, 61 points, 31 goals. Good stuff from him, the former first-round pick of 2025. We really want to get him to grow. Christian Knights with 54 points. That's good. Emelin, 41. All right. In the playoffs, he's looking good. He has 5 points in 2 games. Vyacheslav Emelin. And there you go. And Mugli, 31 points in 76 games, playing big minutes. Yep. Leon Mugli. Goaltending, Mikola. Going to definitely be in the tandem next year. Great video data. Can't wait to catch the live tomorrow. You're the GOAT, man. Thank you, Jonas. It won't be live tomorrow, actually, though. It's going to be Canucks upload tomorrow. And then this live stream will be live on... It'll be available on YouTube until the upload goes up, so I won't make it hidden. It'll stay available on YouTube until the upload goes up, and then I'll make it private so that it's not like 6 of the same video. So Canucks are coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern at noon, and then this Starfleet upload of the 6 live streams into one will be at any time during the weekend as soon as it's there. As soon as it's done processing and I can download it, that's what I'll do. Sporkle tomorrow, I don't think so because I'm going to be doing Canucks and this. Probably no Sporkle. There'll be live streams for any breaking news trades. I would think Sporkle next week once the trade deadline is over. Or at least just sometime definitely in March. But yeah, that's about it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like if you enjoyed on the live stream or on the live video. Feel free to come back and leave a comment and a like on the actual video itself once I upload it, even if you already watched it. Thanks for the love. Thank you for all the donations tonight as well. Looking forward to getting the chair, whether it be through a purchase or through Mark this weekend. We'll figure that out. Have yourselves a wonderful start to the weekend. Subscribe if you haven't already for all of our ongoing series here on the channel. Of course, our breaking news live streams, our franchise modes, and much more going on. Having a blast, having a good time, great community, and it's that much stronger with you as a part of it. So we'd love to have you join. Get in the Discord server, link in the description, and don't forget to cast your ballot for the Data 782 Hall of Fame. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk soon. We'll be back live next Thursday night for the 2028 postseason, year number 6 playoffs, starting with the first round against the Islanders. That will be on, March 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will see you there. Good night, everybody. Live long and prosper.